y'all ass. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hood Smart Late Night Show. I'll be letting all people on in 5 more minutes. Let me just get through my intro. God damn it. And then if y'all got some more questions, you can request to come on. So as of lately, we just had Leo drop a song. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Lex? You kind of late, Lex. Come on now. We had Leo just drop a song, and the song is promoting being Black American for the most part. But you know, when I first heard the song, first and foremost, I want to say it's a good song and I like it. I like the work and I like the thought that she put into the song. I think she did a good job of representing our culture, or at least part of our culture, because that's not the only thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? We got other aspects of our culture other than doing what, she showed in the music video, but that is part of our culture. She did a good job repping. Now the controversy comes in that, well, first, I want to keep giving her praise for coming out with the flag, the Black American Heritage flag, because a lot of people think we don't have a flag, and we do have a flag. We just don't need to wave it around in people's faces because we're at our house. See what I'm saying? And we are us first before anything else. We don't need that to feel proud about ourselves. These other groups of people have to wave it around because that's all they got. There's no achievements behind their flags. But yeah, hell yeah, we got a flag. And we should start waving around even though we don't need to. So I like the fact that she represented with our flag. I like the fact that she put on for the culture. And you know what I'm saying? She told every non-Black person to the back. Now, the problem is, or what I found out was very controversial, is that in the middle or close to the end of the video, she went ahead and she had all these different flags in the background while saying, if you're not Black, don't say the N-word. But she got all these different flags in the back. And it left me confused because I'm kind of like, are you separating Black Americans from these other groups of Blacks, or are you saying these other Blacks are included with us in this in America? And I think that's what the major controversy is that's out right now, is people trying to pinpoint exactly what it is she's trying to say, because it is controversial. Me personally, I don't think she clearly tried to delineate. I don't think she clearly delineated enough. I think personally she played both sides. I feel like she tried to incorporate other groups of Blacks into this when there was no real need to. I feel like the flags were a little bit unnecessary. Meaning, like, if we were to watch I'll give you all an example. If we were to watch a Kodak Black, because I'm from Florida, if I were to watch a Kodak Black music video and he threw up a Haitian flag, 9 times out of 10, that's all you see is Haitian flags. You don't see no other flags but Haitian flags. You're not going to see no Black American flag. You're not going to see no Jamaican flag. You're not going to see no other flag but the Haitian flag. See what I'm saying? When Mexicans start rapping and they got their music video, you don't see no other flag but Mexican flags. You don't see no Black American flag. You don't see no Cuban flag, no Colombian flag. So I think the big controversy is why when we bring up our flag, we have some form of representation of other people's flags. You see what I'm saying? Why do we have other people's flags? I feel like adding other groups of Blacks was really unnecessary. Because when other people rep what they're repping, they rep it to the fullest. And I feel like to some degree, I feel like some of us are ashamed to let people know that we're not speaking for them anymore. That we're not saying that we're going to speak for other people anymore. It's just us. I feel like some of us feel ashamed for being selfish. I don't think we should be ashamed of being selfish. See what I'm saying? I think Leo should have took that opportunity to win 100% in and just rocked out with just us. There was no need for other flags. You see what I'm saying? But before I tell you guys my full interpretation of what really going on, I'm gonna let somebody else hop on and tell me what you think. Jay, the Nigerian baby, what's going on?
Okay, so as you guys can see, she clearly put African flags in the back. I mean, in the background.
You muted yourself.
She put African flags in the background. Obviously, I saw my country, Niger, on top. Thank you. So she put African flags, and basically, she was like uniting us in a way. But then you guys are so like stuck in the head that you're trying to do the opposite.
Yeah, because we don't want you niggas around.
See, but here's the thing though, that's not the point of
Hey,
the
hey,
video.
Jay baby, hey, Jay baby, what's so hard to understand? We don't want you niggas around.
Okay, but how are you gonna support the video, but you're not gonna do her wishes?
So here's what I think. What I think is the problem with most of us, what the problem with Black Americans is this. First of all, we can't expect celebrities to do the work that we're supposed to be doing because unfortunately, a lot of these celebrities is entertained and these entertainers, they're compromised. Meaning like the proximity that they're around stops them from speaking exactly how they want to speak. For instance, if you look at Leo's manager, Leo is first signed under Stomp Down, I think she's with the record Stomp Down Corporation. And then the owner or her manager of Stomp Down is Toby, is Uncle Toby. And he is a Nigerian man. You see what I'm saying? So when your manager or the CEO of your record label is a Nigerian man and you're out here promoting a Black American song saying non-blacks to the back, could you really leave out other groups of blacks when a Nigerian man is paying you? And I think,
Are you saying that she's scared of her manager?
what I'm saying is, the problem is, we have too many groups of people in our culture, other groups of people, and then they have high standings within our culture. If we look at sports, we look at the NFL, majority of it is niggas, but when, the people who pay them are white folks. So can a football player ever come out and say, fuck Charlie Kirk? No, you can't say that. He can't say that because he's owned by white folks at the end of the day. So what I want to say is I don't shame celebrities. I don't shame entertainers because I understand that, they worked hard to where they got to, and I'm not in no position to tell them what they should and shouldn't do. And for some strange reason, I think we put too much pressure on entertainers to speak out for us. We're the only group where our entertainers, to some degree, are in a form of leadership for us because we pay them so much attention. Oh my gosh, he's dating a white boy or a white girl. Oh my gosh, what this celebrity doing? Oh my gosh, Cardi B. So we put so much attention on our entertainers that we look for them to vouch for us when they really can't because they are controlled and they don't own, the industries. This is why I promote, black ownership. This is why I promote black businesses, because at the end of the day, we have to be able to say, man, fuck you niggas. Man, fuck you, cracker. We have to be able to say these things confidently without, any, consequences behind it. And I think she's a prime example of straddling the line because I think she wanted to promote Black Americans only. I think that was her intended goal because if you don't watch the music video, you just listen to the lyrics. She's clearly speaking towards Black Americans. But when you watch the music video, you will see that she's trying to incorporate some kind of unity, but I think it's by force. I don't think she wants to, but I think, because of proximity of who she's around, her damn manager is a Nigerian. So you just gonna say, fuck other black cultures, you know what I'm saying, while your manager is Nigerian? See what I'm saying? So let me let Chanelli Chanel go. I hope I'm saying your name right. Go ahead, Chanel.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Good, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Talk to me.
Yo, so I wanted that girl to come back up because I really have a question.
Oh, J Baby, you want J Baby back on? Oh, don't worry. Hey, I'll go get her right now.
I want to politic with her real quick. I don't want to take too much of your time. So, yeah, what she said was crazy.
What did she say?
She, that's the girl with the Nigerian flag. Yes, ma'am. How are you? So, what I noticed is that, what else do you like about the video outside of seeing your flag?
I thought the flag was cute.
Mm.
I can give you more if you want.
Well, I asked you a direct question.
Okay, I can
Wow.
I thought
It was so much
I
going
thought
on in
like
that video. You had to think about that all this time. The only thing you talked about was your
give me a second.
representation of
Give me a second.
Nigeria. That's the only thing that stood
No,
out
give
to
me a
you out of
second.
all the aesthetics.
I was about to answer, but you come.
No,
Okay,
you taking too long.
so
Mm-hmm.
hold on. Okay, so I thought like the videos like, like kind of like what's the name? I thought she was like intelligent. I thought it was kind of like powerful, but yeah.
That's it.
Do you want more?
No, but like that. No, really, like that. Is that it?
And I thought it was beautiful. Like what?
Okay.
I'm not hating on it.
You it just went over your head, didn't it?
Obviously, because you're a Black American, you would find it
So
more
my thing
meaningful.
is that the only thing y'all care about is yourself.
Not it.
You couldn't even name a hairstyle, an outfit, a dance.
I gave you the flag.
No,
What?
bro. No. You look stupid right now on stage, and this is what we're talking about. That video was way beyond your funky ass flag, yo. And that's
Okay,
the
so
only thing
what's
that
going
you
on?
called out, and that's the only thing y'all care about. This shit is
Going on
My
the
serious to
funky
video.
us.
Okay,
No,
girl.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no. This is our ethnicity. This is our bloodline we're talking about. This is
Okay,
not
that's what
no
I'm saying.
TikTok.
I
No,
said
no,
since you're
sweetheart. I
Black
gave you a
American, you're
chance.
gonna find
You
it more
couldn't even
meaningful.
listen, sweetheart. You couldn't even mention anything but your flag, yo.
That
And
girl,
this is
what?
this is
What are you
what we're
talking
talking
about?
about. This shit is not a game, okay? So I just wanted
Like,
to
why are
call
you
you out on that
insulting
and let that
Africans?
and
Like, what's
let that
going
sit in your
on?
spirit because y'all are psychotic, bro.
Okay, girl. If you think that,
Yeah,
that's
go
great.
ahead. Good night.
That's
The next
great.
thing I want, I'm done
Thank
with
you.
you. That's all I
Okay.
wanted. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
The
thank
next
you.
thing I wanted to say was
Mwah.
I keep hearing people or actually seeing people say that, "Oh, she's young." Listen. This woman is now married with a child. She ain't that young, okay?
She going enough for that.
Right? We don't have time to be talking about making everything counts. And she needs to be clear on what she's talking about. And we're not bashing her because she's still one of us. At the end of the day, we're not talking about y'all other people. This is really a conversation between each other, but y'all just always got to be in the business, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I want to say is that, bro, y'all need to stop playing with us because we ain't no peons, right? And this is not just on the internet, okay? Y'all don't, this is not y'all business. Y'all need to stop playing around because this is just not on the internet, okay? Y'all younger, what is it? What's under them at the millennials? Jen, I forgot the letter.
Gen
Z.
Z.
Y'all are a problem. Y'all are a problem. And y'all
What
need
we
to
what, what,
go
what we
talk to y'all
did?
parents. No, I'm talking about the immigrant
Oh, there we go. Okay.
genuines. Because they're the ones causing all this drama. They having an identity crisis because they don't feel welcome when they go back to their home country. And
Right.
also when they're over here, their back is against the wall. So they're the ones with the identity crisis and they
Right.
projecting onto us. So y'all need to stop this ish because it's really not a game. And that's really all I wanted to say.
Hey, appreciate that, sis. You was exactly
Yeah.
spot on. I like that.
Yeah,
Um,
you're ready.
and that's kind of sort of the point that I wanted to address is that you see how J Baby came up here and tried to make the whole aspect of the song about her Nigerian flag and that they missed the point. That's why we can't really, you know what I'm saying? That's why we have to be selfish. We need to be selfish and make clear distinctions between us and other groups of people. You see what I'm saying? Because when we play this fiddle the line, like, you know, yeah, we're all one. Man, fuck no. We don't want hold on, Jay baby. We don't want to be one with y'all. That's the point. Y'all ungrateful, selfish, and y'all haven't contributed to us. And why does it take us doing something to put y'all on? Why can't y'all put yourselves on? Why can't a Nigerian come out with a song and put Nigeria on? And like I said, whenever other groups of people make a song, they make that song solely about where the fuck they from. When Burna Boy get on the track, he makes sure he shouts out Africa and make it seem like it's the greatest place in the world, knowing damn well y'all ain't got, what time is it right? Ain't no lights over there right now. It's 9 o'clock.
There are.
Yeah, ain't no lights right now. They can't see the hyenas that's looking for their ass. They can't see the monkeys in the trees right now. God damn it. Right. But you over here, you know what I'm saying, fucking with us. So that's the problem. The problem is we are too friendly. We've been very friendly to these other groups of people. I don't understand why we feel like we had to include them on things. Like, I feel like she snapped. Since I like the song, but I just feel like the flags were just a little bit unnecessary. Jay baby, go ahead. Jay baby, don't mute yourself.
So you're saying that I'm trying to make it the Nigeria like all about the video. No, I clearly said that you see how she included African countries. So she was like in some sort of way trying to unite us. But it's a lot of you guys are trying to do the opposite of what she wanted. So that's what I said. I didn't try and make it all about my country, da 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 da. All I literally said was Nigeria's in the background. Like what? I was what do you
Oh, my whole point is that's all you cared about. You
don't
could
blame you.
you could have led it with, "Oh my God, I love Mona Leo. She's such a great artist. The video was nice. First of all, gave us our flowers at least." But no, you had to come up here and make it about
I literally
Nigeria,
did.
bro.
What's going on?
What? Yo, shut up. Yo, shut up.
What's going on? Like why we're resorting to insults?
You know what I'm saying? So this is the problem with, you know, playing the fence. I think the problem is she played the fence. You know, Leo played the fence too hard. She kind of sort of represented Black Americans, but she threw them flags up there. She really ain't had to throw them flags up there at all, really. She could have just put one big old Black American flag in the back. One big old giant nigga flag in the back. The nigga flag. See what I'm saying? She ain't had to have a whole carpet of other niggas in there. Like, I don't see what the problem is. I just seen a Haitian nigga get on stage and rap. You know what I'm saying? A Haitian Florida nigga, and he had his two homeboys hold up the Haitian flag behind him while he rapping like a Black American. So these other cultures do it. You know what I'm saying? These other cultures do it. And Mari, I made that point about her having a Nigerian manager. I made that point already. The problem is proximity. Our culture has been infiltrated. We have all these groups of people. First, it was white people. White people first infiltrated our culture in rap. See what I'm saying? So they get a part of it. They make the decisions of what we could say, what we could rap about. Then came the Caribbeans and the Africans. They wanted a piece of our culture. Some of them are record label owners, or they're in our proximity. And now we feel like we owe these people an allegiance. And it's kind of like it's very important for delineation. Is not only just saying that we're delineating. It's not only just saying my lineage is this. Delineation is also starting businesses that are only Black Americans, so we don't feel obligated to include other groups of people. I'm not saying we don't need to serve them. I'm just saying we need to have a clear Black American business, and we need to own more things. That's our problem. More leagues, more music industries. So when we get on the mic, we can say fuck whoever. Yeah, fuck Nigeria. I should be able to get on the mic and say that shit without my money not being taken away from you or any consequence. Fuck them crackers.
Well, then F
Hold
y'all.
on, J baby.
F
Hold on, J
y'all.
baby. I got more people to say fuck you too. We got to be able to say, man, fuck them Moorish people without no consequences. The problem is we can't. And another problem is our leaders can't be entertainers. See what I'm saying? We can't be putting so much emphasis on these entertainers, these rappers, and these ball players because they've been compromised. So I'm saying 9 times out of 10, they're owned by other corporations that own the league or industry. Hold on, someone dropped. My bad, India Rose. You was next. I was talking too much. You go ahead and talk. My bad.
Why are y'all so hateful to to Africans? What's going on?
See, and look, I just said fuck a lot, like 3 more other people, and the only thing you focus on is just the Africans.
Helping, yeah.
Didn't I not just say fuck crackers?
That's an okay question. Well, like,
Didn't I, J baby? Did you not just hear me say fuck crackers?
okay, but I'm asking why Africans. I'm not asking about the YT.
Did he not just say fuck the Moorish people?
But can you give me an answer?
Because it's fuck y'all. Simple as that.
I don't blame you.
Do I need an explanation? And here's the explanation. The explanation is this. The explanation is you guys didn't come here to help us. You guys didn't come here to contribute to the Black American culture. You came here to benefit, and then you started talking sideways about y'all. And then now you got a problem when a nigga want to say fuck you. Yeah, I want to say fuck you now. The same way your parents.
So you're releasing your anger onto me. That's what's happening.
Not you directly, J baby. Listen, I have no problem with you, J baby. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we cool, but I should still be able to say fuck y'all. Yeah, J baby.
Is it because you haven't had the?
No. Hold on, J baby. I want to say fuck them Nigerians who be hating on Black America. Fuck y'all. See what I'm saying? Now, if that's not you, J baby, then you shouldn't be getting offended. A hit dog gonna holler, J baby. So that if it ain't you, don't worry about it. But if it's you, then I guess you fit the description there, J baby. Anyways, let's get my homie delineationist. The delineationist on here. Talk to me, fam. What's going on?
Hey man, I don't. So there's a lot of things that could be taken in this conversation. People saying she's a Black American, a Negro American, etc. Her last name is spelled Gay. Negroes, Black Americans spell it Gaye, like Marvin Gaye.
Oh, her name.
See, I pay attention. Okay. Yeah, her last name. I put the name in the chat. If you scroll back through, let me re-put it in for you.
Yeah, I didn't
this
see
is her real. Yeah, this is her real government name right here, Lajonda Razan. So I don't know. I don't know if she's one of us or not, bro.
That was my next question.
Yo. That's what gave it a dead way was that pink hair, bro. I don't know what's up with these tethers in the color pink.
So now you're saying males, tether?
Hey, miss. I didn't interrupt you. I wasn't being rude. Have some decorum. So I don't know. It's something about these tethers or these I would say these foreign-born individuals who wear the color pink and think it's acceptable, and the girls love to wear the pink in their hair any type of way. Our sisters don't wear pink like that. Yeah. We don't look like no Barbie. I could point to Nicki Minaj. I could point to Charlie Baltimore. I could point to what's that other heifer's name? The one who got knocked up. You know what I'm talking about. Bodak Yellow chick.
Oh, Cardi B?
Cardi B. I could point to every last one of those heifers. They wear pink. All right. So that was the thing that was, somebody said I'm right. Yeah, because I'm right. I know Black women. So that was, I didn't know.
I don't know now. Hey, delineate. I got a girl. There's a girl in here who's Black American. She rock pink hair color.
Yo, man. Is she an anchor baby?
She's trying to be Black American. Hey, chat, hold on. Let me ask the chat real quick. Chat.
Yo, somebody already said that.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask the chat. Chat, do Black Americans, because you might be onto something. Do Black American women wear pink hair, or is that usually anchor babies and other groups of blacks? Y'all let me know. Put me a thumbs up or thumbs down if that's not true. So we got no, yes, no, maybe.
Don't mind him. He's a conspiracy theorist. This is a
Joe.
conspiracy theorist, okay?
Hold on. I want to hear what the people got to say. No, yes, no, yes, no, 50-50. Sometimes.
I'm coming with something though.
Yeah,
Something
you
there.
might be on to something. You might be on to something.
I'll get on a much serious note. So, one of the things is she did have other. She said, "Whoever's in the black, get in the back." I peeped that all those other flags are in the back. The Negro Black American Heritage flag, it was in the front. Just
Yeah.
saying, is she indirectly saying that they ain't black? Is she subliminally saying they ain't black? So that's the other thing. But the one thing that I am concerned about is that we do need to know this woman's lineage, because I don't want people to start grifting off the delineation rap before the Negroes and the Black American folks get to it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the feds and the CIA get to like trying to control the people before what like they did to my like they did to other groups, and try to infiltrate into something sensitive such as this type of form of rap style. Because
Okay.
we know that the CIA specifically, as well as the FBI, have attacked those type of art forms on a much more serious note and implanted themselves into that. Shout out to Drake, shout out to Nicki Minaj, those type of individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just one of the things I just want to toss out there.
Hey,
And thank you
Delineate.
for allowing me to speak, man.
Appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Nicki Minaj and Drake are tethers.
Uh, Big
They're Inca
Cliff,
babies and tethers.
holla at me.
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's going on, brother? I'm all right, huh?
So no, I want to reiterate the question about you. So we talking about black people wearing pink hair or not wearing pink hair?
Delineation down below believes that Black American women do not wear pink hair. I don't know. I mean he's on to
Um,
something. I know we wear
well,
red hair.
well, it depends. You got to realize, down south, we wear, they wear multicolor hair. So it really, we really a lot of majority of the black people, black American people wear colored hair, but it depends on, the situations. The most of them rock blonde, a lot of them rock blonde braids, and a lot of them rock pink braids. It just depends on the, what we going for, like what we getting at. But when it comes down to Africans, they tend to perpetrate everything that we do. So it really it really differs because they wanna wear whatever we wear. So it's like I divide Africans versus black Americans. But
Yeah.
I just want to touch bases on what get more information on what was said. That was it. But keep going, brother. I'm listening. I'm in.
Hey, Big Cliff, appreciate that, brother. Yeah, Big Cliff, that was a good point. I feel like Black American women, my family. I'm from a family full of hairdressers. My daddy cut hair, my auntie does hair, and then my cousins they got their own successful hair salon. So when all them girls used to come through the house, there used to be all kind of different colors leaving the house on top of their hair. You see what I'm saying? But I might have not seen pink a lot, but I seen red a lot. I seen blonde tips, blonde braids. See what I'm saying? But also, you might catch pink here and there, depending on what region you're like. Down here in Miami, and blue. We don't really see girls with hot pink in their hair. Most of the girls down here, either I see red, blonde, maybe blue, but that's pretty much it. We're not really into the color dyeing like that down here. But blonde hair, most definitely, that shit go crazy. But I do agree that depending on where you're from, which part of America you're from, you might see different, girls rock different styles of hairs and stuff like that. Like blonde tips in Miami, when the boys get dreads, we don't really put blonde tips in our hair, even though they might do that in Georgia or they might do that in Cali. We don't do that shit down in Florida. See what I'm saying? Or dyeing our hair. The boys don't really dye their hair like that down here in Florida. So it all depends on what part of the United States you're from. I'm not going to rule out and say nobody wears pink, but I would say I haven't seen pink on a lot of them. But let's go ahead and let J Baby ask a question real quick. J Baby, go ahead.
Okay. So since you guys don't like tethers so much, as I can see, are
And
you
cuckoo
guys
birds. And cuckoo birds, J baby.
okay? So are you guys gonna be watching the halftime Super Bowl because it's a tether?
Fuck
So
no. We cutting that shit off.
so Pluma, So I'm just wondering if you guys are gonna watch that.
Okay,
Nah,
but
nah, J
would you
baby.
like
We
a
ain't gonna watch that
tether?
shit.
Would you like
Because
if
you
it
guys
was
watch
you? Would
Rihanna
you
too.
like,
You guys watch
ma'am,
Rihanna, so
ma'am? Oh my gosh, would you like a tether? If you was in our position, would you like a tether?
what do you mean? Yes.
So you don't even know what the definition. You don't even know what you're talking about, yo. What are you, yo?
Really
Are you
making a
okay?
point
This
for
is
real.
this
You
is
just
what
sitting there
I'm talking
spazzing
about.
out and crashing out. You're not really
Literally,
saying
like you
nothing.
guys are putting your anger
No,
onto me.
I just exposed you
You're
again.
not really making a point,
You
Exposing
don't
love.
even
what?
know what you're talking about. What is a
Exposing
Wait,
tether?
what?
hold on, hold on, hold
I
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, Chanel. Let's get down to the debate because Chanel made a great point. Chanel made a great point. Jay, baby, do you know what a tether or cuckoo bird is?
That's yeah, but none of us are tethers, so
Okay, do you know what a cuckoo bird is?
yeah.
What is a cuckoo bird?
I'm not a cuckoo bird
Do
though.
you know what a cuckoo bird is?
Yes,
What is it?
you know what it is.
Because I made up the word. You damn right. So let me go ahead and tell you what my word that I came up with and what it means. So a cuckoo bird is a bird that lays its eggs in other birds' nests. These birds never build their own homes. They go lay their birds in somebody else's nest, and then they fly away. And when that original bird comes to their nest, they see all these damn eggs, and when they all hatch, they hatch with the original eggs. Now, when the cuckoo birds start developing, they start kicking out the original birds out their own nest, and they're very hostile. They eat up all the resources, and then when they leave the nest, they never go build their own motherfucking nest. They're parasite birds. So every bird hates these motherfuckers. Everybody loves the birds. Now we don't hate all birds. We just hate cuckoo birds. We like birds that build their own homes and nests and they can take care of themselves and they don't have to benefit off of other groups of people and all other groups of birds. So not all immigrants who come here are cuckoo birds. But if you have some type of disdain towards Black Americans while profiting off of Black Americans, I'll consider you a cuckoo bird. So, Jay, baby, do you consider yourself a cuckoo bird?
No, I consider myself a Nigerian, and then also, like I said, Peso Pluma, he's gonna. I mean, no, not him. I mean, Bad Bunny, he's gonna eat it up. Another tether. So yeah.
Okay, you sound like the queen of cuckoo birds. Anyways, Moetic Justice. Talk to me, sis. What's going on? What's your name and where you from?
I'm Poetic Justice, and I'm from Texas.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
Okay, so I ain't got nothing to say about Miss Thing with the pink hair in the back with the flags, because I ain't up to date on that. But I will say, I was gonna ask Jay a question. Girl, are you aware of the space that you are in? Why are you trying to have a sophisticated debate with that broad who ain't even showing face? You can't even, she ain't even got a real profile. What you doing arguing with her?
Ooh, I came for the background for the prompts.
This is
Yeah.
the thing with the FBA thing. Okay,
So,
so
so,
I
so
myself
I
and my
answer her question because J Baby like to lie. She loves it here. This ain't her first time here, Moetic. This ain't her first time here. Don't let her lie to you. This is about her 10th time here. What you really want to ask is why you in FBA business? For the same reason why you here, Moetic. You love it here. Y'all niggas can't just not want to be here. See what I'm saying? I don't go to no African panel. I want to let y'all know something. I do not go to African panels. I don't go to Haitian panels. I don't be nowhere. Someone has to invite me there. You have to pull me there. Someone has to say, AI, they talking about you. Then I'll show up. Other than that, I don't give a damn about the rest of you niggas. Really? Y'all not that interested in me. But go
Wait,
ahead.
she talking about my profile?
I think so. I
Okay,
think
so back
But
to
the
hold
host
on.
know
Let's
how I
stay on
look
topic
though. The
because
host
I
know
can see
how
where
I
this is
look.
going. Can we like stay on topic? Because I already
okay,
know they gonna
Moed, my
pass the
bad.
mic.
Where's your people from, Moed?
Texas, Kansas City type shit. I don't
Type
have any
shit.
immigrants in my family.
She sound
Okay.
like a tether.
I was gonna reply to the comments because I noticed this is the thing I was gonna point out to Jay. The pattern here, there is no rational feedback. Whenever somebody disagrees with these people, all of a sudden you ain't from America, which don't make
These,
no
oh, hold on, hold on,
sense.
hold on, hold on. Ma'am, these people, who are you referring to as these people? Unmute yourself. Who's these people?
I wasn't sure when to unmute, but I was talking about the people in the comments. That's what I meant by these people.
And
My
then who?
bad.
Okay, go ahead.
My bad.
Go ahead.
But no, this is the thing. I noticed there's a pipeline. I grew up in the South. There is a pipeline between uneducated Southerners, country bumpkins, whatever you call them, and people who think our history started at the plantation. Jay, you are obviously unaware of that because you're trying to talk some sense into people from the South with no education, except for maybe the chick with no profile. I don't know where she's from because she sound. But these
Where you going? Where
people,
you going with this?
And I'm not from the South, and I actually
I'm
got an
basically
education.
telling
Like,
her
what
it's
you talking
pointless
about?
having this debate with y'all. I'm basically telling her it makes no cognitive sense to have this debate with you guys at all.
Wait,
Yeah, and to
so
add on to what, can I add on to
hold on, hold on, hold on. But you came on the panel, so why are you here?
spread a warning? Like,
So you spreading a warning to someone to tell them that don't come here, but you showed up here. Oh, y'all love you here. Y'all niggas love you. Y'all fucked up. Y'all are really fucked up in the head. That shit makes no motherfucking sense. Moeda,
but can I say
that was the
something?
most piss poor goddamn explanation I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Talking about some, I came on here to tell the next motherfucker that they shouldn't be here. Girl, what? You would think J Baby's a grown ass woman. She know where the fuck she at. She know what the fuck she doing.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, J Baby. Hold on, J Baby. Hush up real quick. She know what the fuck she doing. Talking about some, I came over here to let her know she shouldn't be here. Girl, this girl want to be here. She likes it here. And you like it here too. Anyways, next. Warren Livingstone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't get shit going without us.
See how y'all are saying
J Baby. You gotta pipe down real quick, J Baby. We got other people who trying to talk. Warren, talk to me, brother. Ma'am. Your mic muted. Warren, your mic muted. Warren Livingston. All right, I'll give him some time to get that right. Let's get Paluetti on here. I don't know what's up on my live. I be adding people. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, y'all. So it's funny because they got so much shit to say, but they always where we at. I don't give a damn about no. Listen, I really don't care what's going on in Africa. I could give two shits. So as Black Americans, we are very conceited, self-centered. We don't give a fuck what nobody doing. But the only problem is they're in our faces. They're getting hard to ignore. See what I'm saying? They be stealing and then trying to act like they did something. So we got to call it out. You know what I mean? We don't. Hold on. Jay, baby, you gotta wait. I'm talking right now. But we gotta, but we gotta understand. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn if y'all get exiled out of here, if y'all stay here. Just don't be in our faces trying to leech off of us. That's it. Anyways, ma'am up top, go ahead and talk to me, ma'am. What's your name and where you from?
Oh my God. Oh Lord. My name is Paulette Bowe.
Okay.
And I live in Florida.
Hey, big Florida. All right, talk. What part of Florida you from?
Yeah, and I was like, you really gotta know the space that you're in, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta know the space that you're in and like what you're about. Because if you don't know what you're about, when you come into the room and you start talking, then you're gonna sound stupid.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of what the Americans do, the Africans are taking that over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see the styles and just the mannerisms. So I don't know. Was it J Baby? Like the way she's talking is like when she's saying, y'all, are you not black? I don't understand. what you're talking about. It sounds weird to me. That's all. Could you expound on that?
Yeah. I think it was Moetic Justice who's in the chat. I think she said, "You people, you people." And
That's
when I
what
asked
like.
her who is you people, she tried to say the people in the chat. Okay, and who are those people? Right.
You see how you guys are calling her a tether because she doesn't agree with you?
It's
Uh,
more than that.
I've seen that on multiple lives. Like like a Black American will speak up and speak on the wrongs that y'all are doing, and then in the comments, you guys will say, "Oh, that's a tether. That's a tether." And they don't even sound like one. So, yeah.
Merely. So the problem is you guys like to cosplay as us. And y'all getting good at it too. You first generation like you, Jay baby. Like you have this like you have an American style of way to talking, knowing damn well if I go to Nigeria right now.
So I can speak Pidgin.
Jay,
That's what I'm
Jay,
talking
baby.
about.
Hold on,
Oh my god.
Jay baby. No cuckoo, no don't cuckoo bird right now. Just let me talk. Goddamn. We notice like just your manners. Yeah, y'all niggas don't talk like that in Nigeria. Y'all niggas be like don't. Yeah, talking about yeah, the way we talk, you guys don't speak the way that we speak. You came over here and learned that speak pattern from us. You know damn well you speak the same language as hyenas and the donkeys. But you come over here, you adapt to the people you went to school with, the people you're around, and you start talking like us. So we only can start checking you on your talking points. So you might sound like somebody who's from
I can
America.
speak Pidgin. I can speak.
Hold on, JB. Hold on, I'm almost done, Jay. You might, you might sound like you're from America, Jay, baby. But when we hear your talking points, we could say, "Oh shit, you not from here. You a tether. You a cuckoo bird." It's your talking points that gets you called out. Y'all cosplay us too well sometimes. See what I'm saying? Carmelo Anthony, the NBA player who just won the Hall of Fame award. I ain't know that nigga was half Puerto Rican. he fooled me. Yeah, I didn't know, and shit, I was a fan of that nigga. So we have to start calling y'all out, and y'all don't reveal yourselves until you get an award or until you do something great. Then you start throwing up these flags while blending in and talking like us. Jay, baby, do I sound like a Nigerian to you? Do I have the same speaking pattern as a Nigerian? Do I use the same words as a Nigerian?
It's called assimilation, and
Oh
also
my
I can
god.
speak I have a like what's it called an American accent right now, but I can speak Pidgin. I can speak Igbo. So like, what's going on?
So she
So
go she goes
no.
both ways. Okay.
Yeah, so what's going on? You niggas don't say that. You niggas say, so where the donkey at?
Oh my god. You wrong for that.
Yeah, you niggas don't say what's going on. You niggas say, where the zebra at? Where the llama at? Yeah, so we have to call you out on it.
Wait, is that not a normal sentence? What's going on?
You see, you don't know what's going on. You poor.
Is
You
that
poor
not a
little
normal
thing.
sentence?
Just stay in America for 3 more years. You'll catch on to my sarcasm. You're not hip to the sarcasm yet. Go ahead, Miss Paul. Paul lady.
Listen, man. Somebody was asking if I'm African. I'm not, but I'm saying this is my thing. Like, you can't be criticizing where you're taking things from. That's you're saying a theater, right? So you're taking things from people, and then you're criticizing you people. You sound like Donald Trump. You people. Why are you even the people in the comments? You're saying you people like that doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? Why would you do that?
Exactly.
And then you sound like you know the what do you call those girls? Those oh my god, stop it! I'm that. That's what you
Bougie.
sound like.
Right.
Why
Exactly.
are you sounding like that? And then you're saying that you can go both ways. You're kind of confused.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to
Okay.
that what's her name now?
Moetic justice. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like you people. I take offense to that. That's what white people say when they say you people. I don't understand why you people. So like you're separating yourself. from us? Like,
And here's,
are you
here's,
not?
here's the interesting thing. The interesting thing. They separate themselves from us all the time when it's convenient. Like when we do something bad, they'll be like, "Oh, you people, you Yanks, you Yayas, you Black Americans." But when we say, "All right, we don't want to be nowhere near you niggas since we different," now, "Oh, you niggas, why y'all do that for? What y'all doing that for? Why? Why?"
You guys say the Africans, so
Hey, let me. It's just like the Olympics. It's like when a black American is running ass off or doing something in basketball, y'all rooting the shit out of them motherfuckers. That's just like Terrence Crawford. He a boxer, American boxer. Y'all be rooting the shit out of their ass. But when it comes to something negative, y'all tend to push yourselves aside. Oh, we're
Okay.
not with them.
Yeah.
You know, we stay aside from them.
Hmm.
That's what y'all do.
Exactly.
Anything when it comes to something positive, what a black American doing, everybody wants to get in on it. Everybody wants to be in on it. Let's go here. That's just like how y'all wear your hair. African peoples have a certain distinctive hairstyle, don't do they not? Why are y'all rocking American hairstyles?
hold on. Let me tell you
We
this. So
don't walk around
we
wearing
we were
dashiki.
Senegal.
We don't
No,
walk
We
around
were
there wearing.
Senegal, and we were.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there right now.
No, we
Let's
don't
move
wear
on to
that.
the
We
next
don't walk
person.
around wearing what you wear. We don't walk
Yes,
around
you
wearing
do.
what
I
y'all
can give
wear.
you
Y'all
black
walk
No,
around
American
wearing.
Senegal
we're
and
not doing
Ghanaian
that.
bread.
We're not doing that tonight because we already been there with you, J baby. We already talked about your head and what you got on your head. Let's not do that tonight. We'll do that a little bit later after we get done with everybody else. Morpheus, talk to me, brother. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Just another
You see
day,
some
you
of the
know.
videos I sent you?
Huh?
But, I was gonna say, did you see some of the videos I sent you? You
Man,
even got
nigga,
it.
what? I think I
That's,
reposted every
so
single one of them.
yeah, and it's funny. My timeline just keeps showing it to me. Like, every time I see it, I see it to you. Was to let the chat know we got a whole bunch of Africans selling out other Africans, especially the ones that live here in America. The
Right.
one I showed, the one I showed him was a young Nigerian man that lives here in America, and he talking about how much the Nigerians in Nigeria be hating on them and talking crap about them. So they know what it is. But anyway, going back to the topic at hand, we can tell who it is because number one, when they talking crap, when they try to pretend to be us and try to say, "Oh, we need to do better," yada yada yada, they always say you.
Right.
Why would you say you? Just like that. What was that show with the talking about that on that YouTube thing with the B Amanda Sills? That tether over there, he said you people, you people. Even she had to call him out. You know what I mean? And also, they have a bad habit of parroting white supremacist talking points as gospel. And I kept wondering why they kept doing that. And then, like, if you go into their spaces, you'll notice the biggest people for like divesting and swirling are like African and Caribbean people. And I'm not just talking about the women, which is a lot, but I'm also talking about the men. Like, I live here in Orlando. Most of
Yeah.
the black dudes I know that can't stand black women, right? I notice, even though they have American accents, I notice a lot of them are Jamaican, Haitian.
Yeah.
They're always something else. Going
Yeah.
back to your point about how they always try to say you guys in Miami were jumping Haitians. I know so many Jamaicans that if you didn't know no better, you would think they're black
Black
Americans.
Americans. Exactly.
Because out of all the Caribbeans, the English Caribbeans like Jamaica, Bahamas, if they're born here, they can imitate our accents really good because they're English, they're speaking English. Whereas the Haitians, they always have an underline of a Caribbean accent because
Right.
they're speaking Creole to their grandmothers, their moms. So they're gonna have a little, even though they may have an English accent, you can always hear a little bit. Same thing with Nigerians. So yeah, you might speak pretty good English, but if you're around enough Nigerians, you can hear that underlying Nigerian accent because they have to speak to their moms. They have to speak to their grandmothers that may only know pidgin. So it comes across. Whereas the Jamaicans and the Bahamians, when they're first gen or second gen, they'll sound perfectly like an American
Right.
because they speak English at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
So
true. Do you know
it,
patois?
yes, c'est au patois. Hmm.
Are you telling me
But
that you don't hear the accent?
but
Hold on,
but
hold on,
there's
brother. Hold on, brother. I can answer this because my mama's Jamaican. You would never be able to tell my mom.
So your mom's Jamaican.
Yeah, so hold on. So you would never be able to tell that my mom was even Jamaican. She don't even sign
Other
anything.
Jamaicans
Hold
descend
on,
from West Africa.
hold on. She don't even sign anything close to a Jamaican. Not even you think you talking to a white lady for the most part. That's how crystal clear that it is their English is.
So you're half tether.
No, my peoples are not tethers or cuckoo birds. I already told you what the separation is. Just because you're an immigrant doesn't make you a cuckoo bird tether. Your talking points do.
Okay, but do you not know that Jamaicans descend from West Africa and Central? Even the Jamaicans in Jamaica, I've been on multiple lives with them, they agree that. So what's like, this is crazy.
But J baby, and so what? What's the problem?
So you're speaking down on Africa so much, but you're literally half Jamaican.
Jamaicans don't consider themselves African like that.
Yes, they do. I could bring a Jamaican that considers herself.
And besides that, Jamaicans still have their own culture and history. So
I
what do
know.
you?
They can, that's their nationality. I'm fine with them calling that.
Right.
As long as they
Okay.
know
So
that.
what? And then what? Are they supposed to kiss Africa's ass or something like that?
No, but like as long as they know, like Africa.
Hold on. I could talk down about Jamaica. The fuck? I ain't got no lineage. I ain't got no bondage to their ass neither. What's your point? The point is we're here in America with America oppressions. You're trying to bring in these other groups of people who are not on our side. That is the point.
But why are you saying you're FBA if you're half Jamaican?
So what does that make me?
That makes you Jamaican in FBA,
So am I not FBA still?
Okay, but here's the thing though. Do you not realize that Jamaicans have West African descent?
Oh, and I believe some FBAs have African descent, 2%, 1%. So what?
Okay, so you realize that you low-key have West African in you.
J baby. So here's the point. The point is,
you want me to bring a Jamaican in?
No. Regardless, you guys try to bring in the fact that everybody's African, right? Even though we all went through a process called ethnogenesis, meaning we're not the same group of people we once were because of experiences and culture, J baby. So we don't cling on to things that was once there. It's not the same anymore. And not only that, because of mixtures on that island or over here in America, like Black American isn't solely African because only 2% of Africans came over and were majority Black Indians mixed with only 2% Africans. Some of us have more, some of us have none. Same thing with the Caribbeans. You might have some Africans go to the Caribbeans, but there are already indigenous people who are there who mixed in with the Africans. That's now a different subgroup. It's no longer the same anymore. So this relevancy of, oh, you got African. African is the 1% in us all. We're not majority African. So
like
hold on.
Tiana?
So it's kind of like you got a 3% on the test. Nigga, you failed the test. That's an F. So that's how much percentage we have. Some of us have African in us, maybe 3%, 4%. You're trying to ignore the fact that we're also mixed with many other things that is the majority. That's the issue.
What do you mix with?
I'm FBA and Jamaican. That's it.
Yeah, the West African though. Like, do you not know that?
So, J baby, what did I just say?
It could be out.
Hold on. What
I didn't even know you were Jamaican.
What did I just say? Just because I'm mixed with something, or just because there might be some African, that don't make you solely African.
I know that, but
what's the point of even mentioning it?
But here's the thing though. You're like, what's it called? You're not.
For instance, some of us got European in us. Some of our answers were great, and we got do we walk around saying, "Oh, you're European"? No, nigga, I'm still Black American who might have European.
But can I say something?
So it's the same thing with African.
Okay, but here's the thing though, because you're not accepting all of it. You're only accepting like certain parts. You know what I mean?
I'm accepting the mixture that happened already. I'm accepting the mixture that happened a long time ago between the slaves that came over from Africa, the small percent, the 2%, that mixed in with the Black indigenous that was already here, that went ahead and went through chattel slavery, that went through Jim Crow, that went through redlining, that developed hip hop, that created Black Wall Street. That is a now whole different group of people than who the fuck they brought over from Africa. Same thing with the Jamaicans. Whatever Africans came over there that mixed in with the Indians that were already there, that developed the culture, that mixed in with the British, that mixed in and developed dance hall, reggaeton, whatever it is, that's that people now. So it's kind of like I'm claiming that new mixture, not that old whatever might be in there that may not be in there, is the point, J baby. We're a new group of people, regardless. And the percentage of African in most of us is probably very small, especially in America. Now, if you want to argue Jamaicans have more African, and so what? They're still a different group of people to this day.
Okay, so I'm gonna end. Okay, so I'm gonna like put the at in the live, but I was on a Jamaican live this week, and majority of them they were actually educating a Jamaican who said they didn't have African descent. So a lot of your people, you know, they what's it called? They express the African descent. Okay, so yeah, you know, Bomba Clyde, Raza Clyde. Yeah, thank you.
You didn't make a point, not one bit. But anyways, next.
Okay,
Hold on, Morpheus. Is there anything else you wanted to say, brother? I think I cut you off too soon.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make a point. So when it comes to the genetics and stuff like that, first of all, let's go with the story that we all came from Africa. If I, as a Black American, do my DNA test, it's going to say probably 23% Nigerian, 5% Benin, 20% whites. Okay, and then as you look at the new technology, it's actually not accurate because when Black people in America do our DNA test, guess what? We can't find a living relative in Africa. Isn't that kind of weird?
Right.
But you can find them here in America. Matter of fact, if you do a DNA test, you can find white relatives faster than you can find African relatives. So the whole thing is shenanigans. And then they keep calling there's one part of our DNA that Black Americans have, junk. So what is the other DNA?
Wait, brother, your connection went out. What was that last part?
I said that there's a part of a Black American's DNA that the scientists keep calling junk DNA. They won't define it, which I personally think that's the indigenous DNA that we have, which they try to keep hidden.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, brother. The point to the DNA testing is that DNA already said that it's not made to be accurate, and it's just for entertainment purposes only. The problem is they're not digging up old fossils and old bones of people from way back then. They're taking a reference group that's alive to this day. So they're rounding up 500 Nigerians and asking them, "Hey, are your parents from it?" They say yes. Okay. Hey, are your parents from it? They say yes. So they're taking that reference group and they're comparing it to the reference group when we take our DNA test to us. But the problem is there's not a big reference group in America. The Native Americans won't get DNA testing. For some reason, they won't get it, and then they can't be forced to get it because they're protected by law. So we don't have a reference group to even compare our DNA here in America to Africa. So they're going to automatically rule you African, even though you might have some DNA here in America. Even the Native Americans' DNA test either goes to East Asia or it goes to Latin America. It will never come to North America. There's a very small percentage of people who will be traced back to America because the reference group is too small. So that's the problem, is they're very biased with their reference group. So you shouldn't take DNA tests seriously at all. The beautiful thing is we have genealogy though. So we're able to keep records and tracks of where we came from, who we are, based on dates and record and recordings. And Africans are nowhere on that paper. Matter of fact, shit, you go far enough, you might see some Native Americans and some indigenous tribes. That's what we will find. We're not going to find no African tribes. Better yet, it's a perfect time. Commercial break. Listen, y'all. Anyways, for everybody who's trying to trace their lineage, I have the Golden Lineage project that's starting. I was supposed to put out an ebook to help you guys trace your lineage, but then I ran into a problem and I realized I don't know where you guys are having troubles at. So what I want you guys to do is either you go sign up for my Patreon and I can give you one-on-one coaching on your genealogy. I did mine. So I'm saying I know where my people come from. That's FBA. I know where they come, and there's no African in there. See what I'm saying?
Don't say just FBA.
J baby, you won't have to stay on hold. Anyways, yeah. So if y'all need help with that, I do one-on-one coaching for that. Go ahead and sign up the Patreon. It's pinned at the top. It is $90, and if that's too expensive, you could do the TikTok subscription, which is only $6 a month. You know what I'm saying? And we roll like that. Anyways, appreciate that, Morpheus. Let me get Moetic Justice going. Moetic, talk to me.
I'm only up here because I was vibing in the comments, but this wide back kept mentioning my name. Like, sir, ma'am, why you kept mentioning my name? That's what I want to know.
Okay. Who?
The one with the one at the very second to the bottom above J, whatever that thing is with the wide back and the big stomach and the big face.
Oh, because you was telling people that you was saying that you people. We're trying to figure out what do you mean, you people.
How much more critical thinking does it take to realize I was talking about people in the comments? Just simply people in the
I
comments.
don't think nobody knew that. I don't think anybody knew you were talking about people in the
How is that
comments.
my problem if people are slow with her big back
Well, it's
ass?
your problem because you brung it up. You should have named them. Were you too scared to name exactly who you were talking about?
No, y'all are just
Next time if
slow.
you're not scary, jot down the names and tag them so they know who you're talking about.
First
So
of
you don't say you
all,
people. Yeah.
y'all slow.
With your scary ass. Next time, don't be so damn scared. If you talking about a nigga, tell them niggas who you talking about. So they know who the fuck you talking about. Talking about I heard some people. Who the fuck is some people? You people. Who the fuck is you people? Right, with your scary ass.
Wait, host, can I say something real quick? Just for 1 second.
J baby, you've been talking a lot. Hold on. Anyways, OD Pod, talk to me. Porter, talk to me, brother. What's going on?
No, this is gonna take 1 second, please. Okay, so
you've been taking up too much seconds. This is not the Nigerian phone call booth services. We got other people who try to call in. OD Porter, talk to me. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, man, I wanted to jump in. I heard when you was talking about because you from Jamaica. You said your mom's from Jamaica.
Yeah, my mother's from they're Jamaican. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I was touching on because now this is my question. FBA all day, but I was wondering so wouldn't that make Mello, like you and Mello would kind of be like in the same boat a little bit, right?
To a certain degree, the difference between me and Mello is I grew up with my black father, my FBA father. I didn't grow up with my.
You're fucking tether.
I didn't grow up. Hold on, Haitian.
Fucking tether.
Before you get dropped. No, let me go ahead and drop you.
Fucking tether.
That nigga, them niggas get too excited when they talk to me. I don't know. I think they get horny when a nigga want to see how happy that nigga is. Nigga excited.
Yeah,
the motherfucker. Like, nigga, calm the fuck down. Anyways, the difference is we have people who are like myself, or we have cuckoo birds who like to tether on being, Black American, and then when it's time to win an award like Mello does, say I want to give a big shot to Puerto Rico. Where the fuck, nigga?
Oh, damn, I ain't even see that.
Just like, what the fuck, nigga? Since when, nigga? See, if I were to get an award, I'm not gonna shout out no damn Jamaica because I don't have, other than me having a lineage, I don't have any cultural. And I wouldn't say pride. I wouldn't have any, what I'll say, allegiance to him because I grew up FBA. My father's black. I grew up in a black household. So I wouldn't come out and say, big ups to Jamaica. I'm not going to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the niggas. Shout out to them niggas in the Coconut Grove. Shout out to them niggas in Overtown, Poker Beans, Dade County 305. You know what I'm saying? Florida, we in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who raised me. Thank you for the people down the street. Miss Wallace, who raised me, who watched me when I was little. Yeah, shout out to the kids on the block. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Northwestern. That's who the fuck I'm finna be shouting out. Not no fucking Jamaica. Because Jamaica ain't played no role into my development. Hold on. Jamaica didn't play no role in my development into where I got to. So I'm saying, I say Kamala Anthony is a cuckoo bird because when it was time to represent for the kids in Brooklyn or Baltimore, wherever he's from, and put on for them, because those are his main fans. Those are the people who bought his tickets, invested in him, bought his jersey, played the 2K game. He's shouting out some damn Puerto Rican kids. And they not his biggest fan. So that automatically go ahead and make you a cuckoo bird, even though you're half FBA. So that's the difference.
No, I see what you're saying. 100%.
Yeah.
You saying you would never shout out Jamaicans?
There's no need to. I wouldn't denounce that I had the lineage. You see, I come on here and tell you I had the lineage, but there's no need. If I were to win something, there's no need to shout them out. I don't have any.
Here's the thing, Black Americans, since your dad's Black American, Black Americans have a lot of admixture. So since your mom is fully Jamaican, and that's more of a firm lineage, why don't you claim the Jamaican?
See, and
Can I
here's
ask
the
a question?
thing. Go ahead, OD. Go ahead.
See, I don't know. You say J baby, J baby. What would him doing that do? If you don't mind me asking, like, cause you asking him why don't he shout out them? What would that do? Or what are you trying to
Because
get from me?
it's clear that he's not embracing all of it, so that's a bit odd to me. Like I've never really seen that.
Did I not just
What would
say I
you?
was half
I
Jamaican?
wouldn't say he not
Yeah,
embracing it. I would just say,
yeah.
like you said, he hasn't had access to his heritage for whatever reason. So, I mean, he's not attached to it in the same way somebody would who has been there or experienced the culture. He's an American. He grew up American. It's in his blood, but he grew up American. So,
Right.
he can get that.
Right.
That's just like
Well,
it's
And,
like
and can I add to this? Like we look at A. Philip Randolph, W. E. Du Bois, many people. We all had admixture. Like that's our experience, right? We were in the breeding grounds, right? So, like, if we not going to interact with their lineage or their outside lineage, why would you do that with the brother? The brother is a Black American, and that's a fact. Like, why do we not say A. Philip Randolph with a Indian mother, a Native mother, and a white father? Why can we not say brother is a brother? Why y'all trying to disqualify the brother? He is a
let me
Black.
Right. I have
I'll
a
answer that. I'll
let
answer
me
that real quick. She wants me to disqualify being FBA because she wants more people claiming other things outside of being FBA. You see, they don't want us claiming FBA. They want us claiming African. That's why they come and say, "Oh, you African." She don't want me claiming FBA because she found out my mother Jamaican. Nah, nigga, you Jamaican now, and you West African. See, they try to take whatever they can to take away from you being Black American. They will. You see how she tried to downplay and say, because I caught that, J baby. I
I
caught it.
caught that.
Hold on, hold on,
No,
hold
I
on, hold on.
caught that.
Hold
I
on. Give me a
caught
second.
that.
Give me a second. I caught it, J baby. You said that Black American is not a firm mixture. And it is. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's more of a firm mixture than all that other shit. Matter of fact. See what I'm saying? We've been mixed. We mixed when? Probably in what? The 1600s? All the way to now. We're the only people who are able to do what
Yeah,
we do with
breeding
our animals.
farms. We
Huh?
had breeding farms. They
Yeah.
they there was breeding farms in this America, in this United States. So why are you taking away from my brother's amazing experience and his amazing identity? Like, why would you do that? Like, we had
and,
a bunch of admixture. Like, what's going on? A.
and,
Philip
and
the
Randolph.
thing
Hold on,
is,
hold on. A. Philip Randolph had a Native American mother and a white father, but he was a champion of light to us, right? W. Du Bois had a Haitian father and something else, right? Like, what are we doing, right? Are y'all doing something new? Like, what's going on? What is a Black American? Somebody who's an African? Like, what's going on? We are mixed breed. That's what we are. We are new people now, and we are ethnogenesis of something that makes so much sense that everybody wants to like lock into that. What's going on? Like, what y'all doing?
I
What's
find
but
it
happening?
true,
crazy.
like
I
this.
true.
find
Hold
it
on, hold on,
so
hold on,
Wait,
hold
wait,
on.
weird.
hold
Wait.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. One
Firm
at a time.
lineage
One
is
at a
Hold
time.
crazy.
on.
So
Let me say something real
hold on, hold on,
quick.
hold on,
I
hold on.
just want to
One at
throw
a
a
time.
point
One at
out.
a time. So we had OD Porter. That was he. Are you? Did you land your
I
plane,
just
brother?
Yeah, I mean, she already left out of here. I don't see a J baby, but I was gonna bring up how like I ain't never seen a Caucasian come out and say, "Well, I'm originally from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia." You know what I'm saying? You never heard any other race come out like that's in America that you be like she was saying you need to embrace the Jamaican side. I've never. I mean, you may hear every now and then a redhead say I'm from my Irish family, but they like second, third generation. You know what I'm saying? To the
Right.
land. Whereas like we've been here. Like I posted in the chat a few times. I could trace my family back on both sides to 1790. So
Right.
we've been here for so long. They're like, yeah, no matter what we mixed with, because my family from the 17, I guess the 1790s. One of them had like a Puerto Rican last name or something like that, and but they've been here for that long, and like everybody stayed with the stayed on code, if that makes sense.
Stay
We
on
all
cool.
stayed breeding with people that look like us.
Right. Exactly.
So
Would
I
appreciate it.
want to say, I just want to make this real quick point. I just think it's crazy. I'm Jamaican American. I have Afro Jamaican and Indo Jamaican ancestry on both sides of my family.
Okay.
So, as somebody who grew up in the States, I find it very crazy to hear like Black Americans say like, "Oh, like y'all like," or they don't know their history, or people tell Black Americans like, "Y'all are not as firm or not as their ancestry is not as stable. It's like, how is Jamaican ancestry more stable than American ancestry? We all came from Africa at some point, or maybe we mixed in America at some point. We landed in different places, but it's like we're all mixed with something. All of us came from the or are in the African diaspora. So how do we exclude one set of people and say y'all don't know y'all ancestry, and then say we do when we come from the same thing pretty
All
much?
experiences.
Hold on.
Right.
So
Hold on. Holistic. Yeah, it's just pure ignorance. She's exactly what you would call a cuckoo bird. Somebody who tries to downplay FBA or Black Americans' experience in America and try to act like we're this lost group of kids or children who don't know where we're from and we're not. That's their whole agenda. See what I'm saying? To try to downplay us, but we have a firm, strong history in America, and we have been mixed 100 years ago to the
Right.
point that we are a whole different group of people. And they try to latch on with this everybody's African. Nah, nigga. After you done mix so many times, your ass ain't that shit no more. You that with other things and whatnot, white, Indian, all that mixture is in you. You're not one thing anymore. Same
Right.
thing with the Caribbean, same thing with everybody else. But with us, it's always, nah, nigga, y'all niggas, yeah, y'all niggas, y'all us. Nigga, please, y'all couldn't be us on your
Let
best.
me
They
make this
don't do
quick
that with
point.
white
Let me
people
Not,
just
though. That's
let
the
hold
me
on,
just
hear
make
me
thing.
this
out.
quick
Hear me
point.
out. It's not
Hold
unique.
on, let me just make this quick
Unique
point.
to Black
So,
Americans. We look at they look at the Celtics, right? They came down through the north to like the English Peninsula. They created what is the new English people. You look at the Russians. They came from Gypsy. They came in out there and they infiltrated the Russians, and that's why they called Russians today, right? People came in, they integrated into communities, they created a whole new demographic of people through time immemorial, like through years and millennia. These people are who they are based on who came and interacted with them. So how can we not have the same interaction? Like y'all want us to be one thing. We're not that. We're a different thing. Why is a Russian a Russian? Why is an Englishman a Russian? An Englishman. An Englishman came from Celtics and Gaelics. Like that's where they came from. What are we talking about? Like, do we have the world history right now? Do we have to? Do we have to like look at geopolitics? Are we comfortable with understanding how the world works? That we are like, nope. Yeah, that's how that works.
Appreciate that, brother. Let me get Soulaan going. Soulaan, talk to me, man. You might mute it.
okay, yeah, I just had to come up after she made that crazy comment about how Jamaicans have more of a firm lineage. That was how I wanted her to expound on that before she dropped down. How are we both descendants of the transatlantic slave trade?
But you got
And
better mixture. Come on now.
and yeah, like I mean, and they have admixture, we have admixture. How are they more of a firm lineage? When people say stupid stuff like that, please make them expound on it. Like, don't let people drop. You ain't finna just say something stupid and then drop down.
Well,
If
I
you gonna
can't,
say
I can't,
something
I can't
stupid,
stop him from dropping.
I guess you can, but that pissed me off. I wanted to hold her up there and hold her hostage. Because if you're gonna say something stupid, you're gonna have to expound on it. And then it's amazing to me because I don't think people realize how much of a YT supremacist mindset that is. It is just that people have been indoctrinated by YT people so much, they don't realize that they do to Black Americans the same thing that YT people do.
Yeah,
You feel that you are entitled to take from Black American culture. Why? Because you've been watching it your whole life. You've been watching us be exploited, and you feel entitled to participate in our exploitation. So, whenever you see someone that is half something else, you automatically credit the other side because
exactly.
that's what you are indoctrinated to see. That's what you've been watching the whole time, right? Just like Malcolm X, his mother's from Grenada. So when people figured that out, because Malcolm X never went around
Saying he was
blasting
moving.
that nowhere, right? He never went around waving a Grenada flag, right? He's just like you. He's like, I'm a Black American. I'm a Negro. I'm an American Negro, is what he referred to himself as, right? And as soon as people realized that, they were like, oh, he's Grenadian.
He
Whenever
just
they
run with
whenever
it.
they find out a person is bi-ethnic, they automatically credit the other side because they look at other cultures as if they're superior to Black American culture. They truly feel like we do not have a lineage or a heritage here.
And
Why?
not to
Why
cut,
is that? Why is that? Hold on, I'm
Hold
almost
on,
done. Let
Theo.
me land.
She been waiting.
Let me land. Let me land. Why is that? Why is that Black Americans are the only group of people that people refuse to credit as a lineage and a heritage? It is because they've been watching us in the media, right, be discredited and and used and abused by the YT this whole entire time. So they just they cannot conceptualize what they haven't seen, which is the respect to our culture. That's what that is. I'll land right there.
Appreciate that, sis. That was beautiful. That's head on. That's all it is. In shorter terms, in the summary term, player hating. That's all it is. Player hating. They don't want to see us actually take pride in who we are and start listing our history and telling people, nigga, we the greatest niggas here. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh no, nigga, no nigga, no you not nigga. You don't know who you are. Shit, me. You know, just play
and
hating.
I'm so happy that she brought up Martin Luther King, because even Martin Luther
One
King said
second.
in one of his
Wait, hold on,
speeches.
Theo. Hold on, Theo. We got an order going on. Let Black
And you know,
American
I agree
Princess
with you.
Princess
I'm
go.
confused. Are they mad about a song that was for us? I thought Black Americans had no culture. I thought Black Americans were ghetto. I thought Black Americans were stupid.
All right.
But you're listening to a song created by a Black American woman
There you
paying
go.
homage to Black American culture. Like I see, like some of y'all are wishy washy. I wouldn't trust y'all with anything. That's
Exactly.
crazy. Just like Jaduki, the girl that just said that idiotic BS. Her name is Jaduki. That's the name that I gave her, right? That girl is around 18 years old, and there's really something wrong with her. She literally uses AAVE. She speaks Ebonics. Not only that, she on a day-to-day basis, she always talks about Black American culture. It's kind of crazy how she fixed her mouth and tried to say that Caribbeans, Jamaicans have a firm culture. Ma'am, they were sold before us. What are you talking about? They was on the plantations before us. What are you talking about? Just
Right.
like how they had to create their own language, patois, right? They had to create their own culture due to the transatlantic slave trade. We did the exact same thing. Really, I'm just assuming that y'all really just hate Black Americans because we're the face of blackness. If we want to go there, we want to go there. Y'all really just hate us for some odd reason, right? And I really do not understand it, right? Just like with well, Soulani's not up here. Black Americans, we've always acknowledged other ethnic groups. Our ancestors and our elders did the exact same thing. So why are y'all coming over here, right, mad because of a song, right? A song. Y'all mad about a song? Y'all slow. Y'all make no sense.
Appreciate that, sis. Theo, talk to me. What's going on,
It's all
brother?
because
Wait, hold on, hold
my,
on,
my
hold on. Let's let Theo go on. Theo, it's your time, brother.
I dominate you,
I'm
bro.
I'm happy that I don't know, I forget the last lady that was talking before the lady that was just speaking, but she brought up Martin Luther King. Even Martin Luther King said in one of his speeches, he told us that we are from America. He said blacks find themselves exiled within their own land. He wasn't talking about Africa. He was talking about America. So if he said that we find ourselves an exile within our own land, he was telling us that we come from here. Not only that, I'm a enrolled member of my tribe, the Mashantucket Pequot tribe out of Connecticut. We own one of the largest casinos in America, which is Foxwoods.
Right.
I'm tight when it comes to my genealogy. When I do study my genealogy, yeah, going based off of, the Hollywood Indians, I started to question things because as I started to go through my genealogy, all my ancestors were Black people. I have pictures. They were all Black people. And I don't like blacks were indigenous to every continent, not just Africa, not just America, every continent, including Asia. Europe only looked the way that Europe does today because of Black people who were the Moors. No, the Moors were not Muslims as they changed the definition today. Moors meant a Black person. We were literally on every continent. I don't know why when it comes to the Africans, like they get upset because a lot of Black people, we're not claiming that African shit no more. That's what they wanted to tell us in order for us not to take ownership of the lands that they were trying to take from us. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
There you go, brother. Exactly. Oftentimes, people like to, act like niggas weren't all over the world at one point. And they act like there's not actual record books of white people claiming that there been niggas here already. Fuck the DNA testing and fuck the findings of black bones. They got journals written by Europeans who said, yeah, that's a nigga. The first Europeans who came to America, they looked at Florida, North Carolina, and said, yeah, there's some niggas over there. That's a nigga, yeah. Yeah, that's a nigga. Look at that nigga's shoulders. It's his chest. God damn. That's how they referred us to. But all of a sudden, oh, nah, you niggas wasn't here. Shit, me. Right. So when people talk about Black American is a mixture group between the Black Indians who was already here and the 2% or 1% that they brought over Africa. But that number of Africans is so small, bringing it up is really insignificant. It really is. There's no point. Like I keep saying, if you get a 3% on a
They say
math test,
copper color people, bro. That's
hold
what they
on.
say.
Hold on. If you get a 3% on the math test, nigga, you failed. That means you fucking failed. 3% is failure. See what I'm saying? So if I got 2% African, nigga, failed. I'm not gonna claim that 2%. What the fuck happened to the 98%? You know what I'm saying? Like you just go, oh, we gonna ignore the 98%. Fuck the 98%. Let's focus on this 2%. Right. So you know they just lost and they're trying to cling on to us and they want us to have some type of alliance, but we really don't own an alliance at all. Anyways, let's get True Master going. True Master, talk to me. What's going on, brother?
Peace, bro. Peace to the true living. I wanted to touch on two things. One, well, I want to just elaborate on what the brother said before, man. Stop saying we all come from Africa. That's not true. America is the oldest and most fertile land on the planet. That's
Wait,
why they
the brother didn't say that. What brother said that?
the brother right under me, Theo.
He didn't say that. He didn't say we came from Africa.
No, I wanted to elaborate on what he was
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Because we keep going back to this. We all come. That is the biggest lie they ever pulled, was to make us think that the oldest people on the planet come from that infertile land with only about less than a little over 15% of all of the vegetation come from Africa. How in the hell is that the motherland? We are the oldest people, and the people that was here in the Americas. If y'all want to really get deep, start studying the white tea people that teach so-called esoteric knowledge. They're the ones who will openly admit, once you start going to Edgar Casey and all of them brothers, the white tea people, they start talking about how there were different ages on the planet, and at the last age, the only people left over was the black people in America. Our DNA, that's why another brother said something about junk DNA. That's DNA from a past age. We're so old and so unique. Everybody in Africa come from us. It's in reverse. They tell the story in reverse. They come from us. And instead of paying homage to where they come from, which you can see it, this is why they have to emulate us. We're the oldest people. You know what I'm saying? It's natural, and this is something that's very important. You have to do y'all got to go a little deeper, because America is the source of. America is so old. Check this out. It's so old that the stories of the Bible about the flood and all that stuff and the chosen people, that come from the Olmecs. And they talk about that. Once you start studying their stuff, that's why you'll see Quetzalcoatl was the original Jesus. And when you go into South America, you see a black man with the cross, carrying the cross. Okay, all of that stuff come from here. And then when you even get into the newer versions of Christianity, that came from the black people here, like the brother said, that went over into Europe. They was the original Catholic and Protestant Moors. It's not just Islam. All that come from here. But I want to just add one little thing about Carmelo Anthony. His brother is my good friend. His brother name is Black Justice God of Law. He was sitting right there with his mother, right, when they got the award for the Hall of Fame. And I called Black Just because I saw the people attacking Carmelo Anthony. I said, yo, Just, what's up? You never told me that he was da-da-da-da, right? He said, well, he just wanted to show some some love to his family, but he's Afro Latino. His father was Afro Latino. He never was raised by his father because his father died early.
Right.
Black just got a different father, but Carmelo Anthony father, ironically, raised him. And he told me about Carmelo Anthony great grandfather, who's Puerto Rican, but blacker than Black Just. Black Just is real black. Okay? So, he didn't want to get up there and start talk about racism in the Latin community. But Carmelo Anthony understands the racism in the Latin community. And maybe if y'all look, because when I called Josh, he said, look at the whole interview. He gave props to all of the black youth in the different communities he lived in Red Hook, Brooklyn, East New York, Brooklyn, which is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we are people that's from the Americas. This is why, if y'all really do some research, check
Well,
this
hold
out.
on, Two Masters. Hold on. No, fuck Kamala Anthony. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Fuck Kamala Anthony. Hell no, you don't get on stage and get the biggest award you done got in your goddamn life and start talk about some damn fucking Puerto Rico. Nigga, since when? You should have said that on 2K. You should have said that when the 2K introduction came out. This the biggest motherfucking award you ever gonna get in your life, and now you decide to talk about some damn Puerto Rican shit? Since when, nigga? Yeah. Nah, nigga, you got a podcast, nigga. You say that shit on your podcast. Then when you get up there and you out there talking about your NBA dream, that's when you start talking that Puerto Rican shit, nigga. You don't start talking that Puerto Rican shit when millions of niggas are watching you. That's it. Right. That's my biggest problem. My biggest problem.
I understand that, brother, and you got a valid point, but I was just adding on because, like I said, I know his brother been my friend for years since where he was telling me when Carmelo was coming up, oh, he's gonna be this and that, and it finally came to pass. And like I said, I know the brother,
Yeah.
and so I just wanted to add that in there that his first of all, his father is not no white Puerto Rican because Puerto Rican is an ethnicity, and one of the things that they trick us with every time they say Puerto Rican, which is an ethnic nationality, they always go to the white Puerto Rican.
Right.
Like America don't just say, when you think of America, it's black Americans. You know what I'm saying? And everything is an ethnic nationality. It's not a race per se. Jamaicans got Chinese Jamaicans, all kind of stuff. So I'm just saying that to say, yo, we here in America, we are the original people of the planet. We the fathers of civilization. We the gods of the universe. There is no way to be looking in Africa for anything. You're bugging. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to add that on, brother. But you know how I do. I ain't gonna keep it
Oh,
too long.
that's true, Master. Appreciate that,
Salute.
brother. Now there's claims. I even made a claim before that America is older than Africa before. I came and I came to some research, realized that the same time that civilization started in Africa is the same time the civilization started in America. They were literally tied net to net. When Africa was building its pyramids in Kemet, we had the mounds down in Louisiana. I think it's called Watson Basin, something like that. Watson Breaks. We had that going. See what I'm saying? So if Africa's older, why did civilization start at the same damn time, around the same time? And we might have had civilization earlier than that, but that's just what they decided to put on research. But anyways, as far as these Africans, where am I getting feedback from? Oh, as far as these Africans claiming that we came from Africa, it really don't matter because, like I said, once you go through ethnogenesis, all that is out the water. So for them to try to say that we are one because of 500, 800, maybe 1,000 years ago, that's a weak claim. See what I'm saying? They don't even do that in Africa. See what I'm saying? And that goes for the rest. And it's funny how they let the Jamaicans be Jamaican. They let the Haitians be Haitian. They let the Puerto Ricans be Puerto Rican. They let the Brazilians be Brazilians. But when it comes to black Americans, nah, nigga, you got some of us in you. Nigga, please. Come on now. But anyways, let's continue.
Let me say one quick thing.
Go ahead.
Look up the ancient the royal cartouches of the Mayans. It was found in Georgia, right? Now we think of Mayans in Central and South America, but their homeland, right? This is Atlantis. That's why they call that Atlanta, by the way. All these counties and stuff is old. It's found in Georgia, and just like the oldest man-made forest is in Cairo, New York. When you think of Cairo, you think of Egypt. In New York is millions of years old. That don't exist nowhere but in the Americas. So I just want to just add that one more.
Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, and then when you have time, send me the founders in America that
Will do.
that make Africa, that makes America older than Africa.
Will
So
do. I'll send it to
I'm
you.
new. I'm new to the knowledge, so I don't at least to that particular knowledge. So I don't speak too much on it.
I
So I'm
got
saying
you.
that'll furthermore our stance that we don't owe African shit. So Warren Livingston, I tried getting you on earlier. Your mic wasn't turned on. Talk to me. Warren Livingston, you got to work with me with this mic, brother. So I'm saying this, you got to turn on the mute. You got to unmute your mic, brother. Warren, the mic. You got to hit the mic button. All right, Morpheus, talk to me, brother. What's going on? We got to, Warren had to figure that out.
Hey, what's going on? So yeah, I came back up to elaborate one, but that chick I was trying to get in there when she's talking about Jamaica has a more firm. That's a lie. First of all, Jamaica was a breeding island. They took the worst. They took the worst Africans to Jamaica and put them together. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, all of us in the Americas, not just the Caribbeans, but even especially Brazilians. You can just look at the black Brazilians and tell that they have a lot of admixture. Back to old homeboy, because I was saying the same thing too. Yes, they're showing more evidence. Hold on, you got feedback?
No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, so they're showing more evidence that that the black people here are older. So, do you know that what's that place in the Midwest? The Great Canyons? What's it? Grand Canyons? You know you can't go in there, right? You know
Yeah,
why?
the Grand Canyons, they won't let you in there. Yeah.
There are pyramids in there that are exactly the same as in Egypt. Because the truth is, what we call the United States is Atlantis, and the reason why that you can look this up yourself. They said that thousands and thousands of years ago in the Ice Age, that all of what's considered United States was underneath ice. So there were ice as tall as the Empire State Building, and all of it went covered the United States all the way down to Florida. Only Florida was showing still. That's why, like some trees here in Florida are similar to what they've had in the Cretaceous time when dinosaurs were rolling around. So America's way older, and you can tell like the way we move is totally different. So like people are like, oh, how can you tell? Like, come on, man, we black bears, we could tell. We don't have that timid spirit. Tariq calls it what do you call it? He called that a Java spirit. Like that's what he calls it. But there is a spirit. There's a certain, I can look in the eyes. We have a certain brightness in our eyes. Like I don't know. Ever since before all this happened, even when I was a kid, I would notice. I would look at Africans. I was like, why do they look dead in their eyes? I would always say that as a kid. I will always say that. I was like, some Caribbeans have it, not all of them, but some.
They got it. They have got it too.
And I was like, why do they look dead? I could never figure it out. Like their eyes look dead. They had like no brightness, no hope. It's like a look of defeat in their eyes.
And they got an evil laugh too. You ever heard of African or Caribbean laugh? They be like, oh, nigga. Nigga, you got no culture, nigga. You heard how Caribbeans get on my panel? I just had a Haitian. That nigga started giggling before I started talking. Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? Like, your niggas so weird. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? They just different, man.
But back to the reason why they don't want to. They try to They try to make it seem like our lineage is not valid because they want us to be what Tariq says a generic African. They want to come in here and just take our wins. Because if you really look at it, when you think about black people that winning in the world, you're going to see black Americans because they don't got like a Rosa Parks. They don't have a Malcolm X. They don't have a Martin Luther King. Mm-hmm. Like if you're black in this world and you want to look up to someone black, majority of the time they're going to come from America. When you really think about it, and a lot of these people, they hate on that. As black Americans, we don't think about it because we're on our own world. You know what I mean?
We got so much. It's like a nigga who got so much medals and trophies. When someone say, "Oh, you got a medal," and nigga, so nigga, I do this, nigga. This ain't
You can
shit to
see
do to me, nigga.
you can see it in the Olympics. I just found out that they always booing us, even when there's no Caribbean or Africans there. They'll still boo Black Americans in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So that tells you something because we don't do that. We'll cheer on Jamaica. We'll cheer on
Man, don't
Nigeria.
nobody talk about no damn Tucson but the damn Haitians. Niggas don't, we don't, nigga, I just learned about that nigga in goddamn
Here the colors.
11th, 12th grade. We just find out about that nigga later on.
Oh, you want to
Marcus
know more
Garvey,
about
niggas don't
Tucson?
know Marcus Garvey until goddamn college, nigga. We know Martin Luther King once we step into school. See what I'm
Oh,
saying?
hold on.
Once grade school start, we learn about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? Rosa Parks, Assata Shakur. Yeah. We know about the Black Panthers, Huey P. Newton, Fred Hampton. Them the gangsters. We don't look at the man. Come on now.
Don't even let them try to use Tucson because if you know the whole story about Tucson, they killed Tucson. You know they chopped Tucson. The Haitians chopped him up and killed him.
Ate him later. Goddamn.
So don't let them bring that up. Act like they were riding for him. You know what I'm saying? And I personally, I think that's why Haitians had bad luck. How you gonna kill your revolutionaries? That's like us chopping up Martin Luther King.
All right.
Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? They need to do a big spiritual thing in Haiti for that man.
Exactly.
Because I swear I think that's why they had so much bad luck.
Anyways, boy, appreciate it, brother. Let me get Peter going. Peter, brother, talk to me. What's going on?
What's happening, bro?
What it is?
What it is.
No, where you from, Peter?
I'm down here in North Carolina with it, man.
All right, talk to me. What's going on?
Man, shit, man. Hey, look, I want to say though, I feel like the Grand Canyon is the land of Canaan. You hear me?
Wait, hold on. Hey, Peter, you got to put the mic. You got to speak into the mic. You sound low.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, y'all. See what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? People gotta understand that we got the biggest stars. We the ones everybody want to be like. We the ones everybody want to imitate. We don't want to be like nobody else but us. See what I'm saying? Scott, man, what's going on? Talk to me.
What's up? I just wanted to add in that this representation of this song was just beautiful. And if we can get more black BLK leaders, because these rappers and NFL players, all of them are just BLK leaders who have found a way to use what they have to get what they want. So if we could get more of this unity once they make it to the top and them expressing and holding true to BLK American culture, I could see some reparations coming in our future if we can continue to keep pushing our own heritage and who we are and putting that in the forefront and putting that in people's faces.
There we go. But here's my stance on this, because I'm glad you came up and brought us back to this topic. So I want you to tell me how you feel about this. So your point is very valid. But my point, especially with entertainers, football players, since I was a football player, is that we can't really bet on them speaking on us. I think we put too much pressure on athletes and rappers to be our spokesperson when really they are people who found a way to work the system to benefit their lives. And I think the problem is when we put too much faith into them, we put them in the crossroad between making the money or pleasing their people. And me personally, you're supposed to choose your people, but I don't expect other people to choose their people, especially when they're in compromising positions. Like this girl here, I like her song, and I think she did a great job of representing Black Americans. But my only rebuttal is I just didn't like how she threw in other flags in her music video. And I think, oh, there you go, Warren. Goddamn. But hold on, Warren. I didn't like how she threw in other flags in her music video, because when these other Caribbeans or Africans, when they had their music video, they throw up their flag. You don't see that flag anywhere. When a Mexican gets to throw in their flag, you don't see no Puerto Rican flag, no Colombian flag. You don't see shit. When When Haitians throw their flag up, Jamaicans throw their flag. Jamaicans don't throw Haitian flags in their background. That nigga hell the fuck no. They don't throw up no Bahamian flag. Same thing. So what I want to know is, when we're representing us, why do we feel the need to have to bring other people in when it's unnecessary? So that's my only rebuttal. But then I figured out the answer after I did some more deep diving and I researched who she was and I researched her record label, who she signed to. She signed to Stomp Down Incorporation, and Stomp Down Incorporation is owned by a Nigerian named Toby, Uncle Toby. So I'm like, okay, if your manager is Uncle Toby, who is a Nigerian, can I really expect you to represent Black American to the fullest? Because part of it is telling these other groups of people, nigga, we don't want you around. So that's my only controversy is I just feel like she straddled the line a little bit, but I already know that she's compromised. She can't really fully be one way. But go ahead, Scott, tell me what you think.
Yeah, so I definitely understand what perspective you're coming from. I think what you're experiencing, I mean, expressing to me is that we need to be a united front and then go out and ask for different allies to different communities. But pushing that united front from the back end is not back end, but pushing that united front should be on the front, the first and foremost thing in our minds, instead of trying to connect with other cultures first.
Yeah, I believe we need to, I think half our problem is we don't own our industries. Like I just said, her boss, her manager is a Nigerian. Same thing with the NFL players. Man, Warren, you bringing me through hell, Warren. Goddamn. First your mic don't work, now the shit work too much. Goddamn. Anyway, so in the NFL, it's consumed with Black football players, but we're owned by white owners, so you can't expect a football player to come out and say, fuck them crackers. You get paid by crackers. So I think my biggest standpoint is we need to start controlling the atmospheres for these entertainers. Instead of us looking up to them, we need to be the ones providing a safe space just in case you want to say fucking Nigerian, fucking Haitian, fucking Jamaican, fucking Ooish person, fucking cracker. We should be able to say it, and there should be no consequences. I feel like she tried to play it safe, where it's kind of like she didn't want to delineate all the way, so she kind of like let people come in a little bit. Man, fuck them people. You should have a big ass Black American flag in the back, not these carpet ass flags back there. See what I'm saying? Well, that's my only standpoint.
Real quick,
One moment, True. I didn't really get a chance to.
Go ahead. It's your time, Scott. It's your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So what you're expressing, I want to make sure that I understand what you're saying so I can reply correctly. So what you're saying is we need our own tables. And we need our own tables, our own room, our own spaces, our own systems in place
for entertainers like her, where she doesn't feel compromised to have to do certain things, like the NFL players, like the NBA players. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is something that has been talked about for a long time, from the beginning of culture and music in America. So when they came over and started to sell our songs and our music, and then they started to patent different things, we started to understand and see, oh wait, I've been singing for this YT man for 20 years. Only thing he gave me and my wife was this small little house, and he's made over hundreds and hundreds of thousands off of my name and my voice. So I understand where you're coming from, and I do Warren.
That's what I'm saying, Warren. God damn! First your mic not working, now the shit working too good. We hear everything.
He ate into the chaos, man. You trying to add chaos, man?
Wait, no, Scott. Let me get Warren going. Warren, is there something you have to say, because you've been trying to say something for the? No. Don't pause now, Warren. Don't pause now. Don't mute up now, please, Warren. You have something to say, sir. Unmute yourself.
He playing. Real quick, yo. You know what was diabolical, Lord? When you said...
Hold on,
True. Let Scott go ahead. War tripping.
I do want us to kind of have this conversation, and I think it's important And I do want to highlight that there are a lot of artists who push the independent, and then they go on to develop their own labels to try and stop this system from happening to other BLK people. But unfortunately, a lot of the times we take the golden ticket, and the golden ticket is not really a golden ticket at all. What it is a trap for them to be able to take you wherever they want to take you,
Exactly.
and you don't have control or conduction over that train or wherever they're taking you.
Exactly.
So I think that we do need to lay down these foundational FBA. We do need to kind of lay down these things and really talk about it, but we need to stop letting other people in. I mean, I think it's just as simple as that. I think as a culture, I mean, we got to look at Thanksgiving and look to what happened there. And we have to know that that is the nature of how people treat us in this world, not just in this country, but they always accept our offerings and then hit us in the back.
Right.
Especially in the name of the colonizer. So I do just want to highlight that it is important. I think the number one important thing is gatekeeping. Is stop explaining things, stop adding other people into these conversations, stop trying to throw olive branches at other cultures and ethnicities that are not trying to throw olive branches at us. I do think that we should have community with Jamaican and African people because we all have different things that we can add. But the only way that we can do that is if we, from our own core of people, understand who we are and where we are. And they understand.
So wait, Scott. So just so I know, I understand you very well. So you think we should work with, these other groups of people?
I think only way that we can do that if they know who we are, we know who we are, they know who we are, and it's respected.
So what do you think stopped us from working with these other groups of people?
Nothing stopped us. We always work with them.
We always work with them. So have these other people worked with us?
They've used us.
Okay, so you want us to work with the people who used us?
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that the reality as a people is that allyship and diplomacy is always going to be important no matter what. Especially if we're coming from a place of knowing that the war is on melanated beings as a whole, not just Black American. If we look from a world stage and a global point of view. Now, if we go from an American stage as our own people, yes, we do have to create our own, set up our own fence and protect it, I'll say. And I do think that is important, but we also have to understand diplomacy and how that can also aid to us being able to kind of get out of these chains that we are in. Because if you know what the colonizer does, the colonizer uses other races of people against us. So it's not like we can't do the same thing.
Sky, I just want to say that was beautiful. I like that explanation. It's different and it's totally correct. Sky is correct. The way this should go is we should be allied with these other groups of Blacks. We should be networking, we should be connecting, and we should be growing with them. But unfortunately, these other groups of Blacks have sided with white supremacy. And there's nothing much we could do about that. See what I'm saying? Once they come into this country, for some reason, they take an alliance with white supremacy. If you hear them, they have white supremacy talking points. They say that we don't own anything. So it's almost like we should, because Sky's correct, we should work with them on a global level and even on a society and an American level. But the point is, the fight in America is like this. America is only two people here. It's either only two ideologies. Either you have a white ideology or you have a pro-Black ideology. Those are the two only ideologies. There's no Caribbean ideology. There is no goddamn African ideology. It's either you pro-Black or your white supremacist ideology. So what's going on is white supremacy has tricked a lot of these other groups of Blacks into believing that they have more benefits to offer them than we do. And we don't necessarily have a problem with them taking benefits from white supremacy. Fine, go ahead. Nigga, your island fucked up, your country fucked up, y'all ain't eat in about 3 days. Y'all ain't got no
Let's
life.
stay on topic. Come on now.
Okay, my bad.
Come on now. Come on now. We gotta have a conversation.
Hey, you know how I go? I get carried away. My bad. I went into
Black people, bro. Like,
man,
why are you
might not
happy?
have diapers neither. Goddamn. Hey, anyway. Yeah. Let me stay on topic. So the problem.
Why are you so happy disrespecting
Well,
people?
hold on, hey, brother, chill out. Goddamn, we're gonna get to you, brother. I want a respectful panel. There's no need to get rowdy.
If you
Don't.
can't beat them, join them sometimes.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
we try to take the high road, but unfortunately, as Black Americans, sometimes we miss a mark, and that's
So,
okay
I
because
want
y'all do
to say,
too.
I want to say you're absolutely right because when we speak on a more bigger level, when we speak on a more on a higher level, we should be networking and politically politicking with Africa as a continent. It's a big ass continent, got a lot of resources. We should be connecting with Jamaica, Haiti, and all these other groups of blacks. But the problem is they have been so poor for so motherfucking long, and then the way they adjusted to colonization is different than the way we adjusted to colonization. We got above our circumstances. They never really they never really got over that level. Once colonization hit them, they stayed down. They didn't really rise the way we rose from our colonization. And to some degree, they're blaming us from them not rising, or they have these insecurities towards us when it's kind of like we're all fighting the same battle, and it would be better if you worked with us. But instead, you chose to accept this monetary gain from white tea folks and side forces with them. So, but you're right.
I do want to add something to that. I don't need Africans and Caribbeans to like me. I just need their resources and I need their arms when it's time to rise up and fight. So what allies look like is not, oh, I like your outfit today. Oh, I like the way you did that yesterday. Oh, I like you. I like you. I like you. What allyship is understand exactly what they have, what we can use, and when we can use it in order to do what we need it to do. So I don't think that we should be highlighting the differences because it really doesn't matter. If they're always gonna, it's the colonize. We got people in our community who are still thinking that these white people are they love them and they all good and they don't see no color, right? So we have to treat all of these COONs as what they are, but they can still be used as if we know what they are and we know how to be able to use certain things to our advantage. I think we have to look at it more from a strategic level because it's not just about feelings and emotions anymore.
Oh, I'll say this, Scott, to that point. It is strategic. I want to know who the fuck niggas is. I want to know who the scary pussy niggas who's not gonna fight white supremacy is first. And I want them niggas the fuck away from me. I want to know who the bitch ass niggas is, the niggas who ain't gonna do nothing, the niggas who ain't gonna fight, the niggas who love white tea folks. I want them away from me. And all the real niggas who I know who gonna step, who already know what this shit is about, then you can come over here regardless if you're African, Jamaican, Haitian. Yeah, those are what we call riders. So we never said we don't like all Africans or all Caribbeans. We just said a lot of them got a lot of bitch ass ways. That's it. It's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? They just been quick to take in white supremacy and not consider any other alternative routes like work with us. See what I'm saying? So I call them people scared. They scared. So I'm saying, so we need what we're doing now with delineation, because Sky, you're making great points. But there's two sides to it. So
I agree. I was just gonna say that.
I think we are getting to where you want to be, because that's where I would like to be, because I'm about the money. See what I'm saying? We should be focused on the money. That's why I keep talking about reparations. It's about the money, niggas. But I think it's important to delineate so us Black Americans could start controlling and gatekeeping our resources so we could start negotiating. I think the problem with us is we done been too friendly with too many people. We let them into our culture. We let them to, just everything that we done did, that they feel like a part of it is theirs. And now they feel no need to have to join forces with us because they're already taking what they can from us. So I'm the type of nigga who I say, all right, fuck them, gatekeep. Let's close the gates until you niggas behave. Until you niggas come to this gate with something to offer, then I'll open up the gate a little bit. It's called being transactional. I'm very transactional. See what I'm saying? So we do need to delineate so we could proposition. The same thing I say about voting. I say don't vote so we could proposition. We will vote unless you do such and such for me. If you don't do such and such for me, you ain't getting my vote. So delineation is more of a proposition. We want to start gatekeeping and withholding from people so we could bargain with people. See what I'm saying? There's no need to bargain with us if we let everybody in and already getting what they can get out of it. So it works both ways to what you're saying. We do need to be petty. Hell yeah. We're going to be petty because we want to gatekeep. It's all about trading. So it's all,
And it's
everything's
not
about
about,
trading.
and it's not petty to do that because every other single culture does it. Is a lot of them. It's not petty. It's actually smart. It's sound, and that's what we should be doing. We should
Yeah.
not. We have our own culture. That's okay. Y'all have your own culture. That's okay. It's not about mixing and commingling. It's about delegating tasks and knowing what to do and when to do it. Because know that this is a melanated war. This is a war on melanin, and it has been for centuries and centuries in Asia, in Africa, in North America, Central America, South America. It's always been a war on melanin.
Yeah, Scott, but these some of these niggas pussy. They don't want to go to war with this white tea supremacy. They too busy being broke. They too busy being poor. They don't want no smoke or pressure. And we can't do shit
They too
about it. Them
busy
niggas
fighting
scared.
each other.
Anyways. Oh, brother, what's going on? Oh, hey, this is my Haitian dog right here. You know what
Hey,
I'm
what's
saying?
good, everybody?
Sometimes he could be sometimes, but
I'm me. You feel me? I know what it is. But
talk to me,
all
brother.
right,
What's going on?
I'm gonna just address the title at first. When you
Wait,
talk,
hold on, First of all, Scott, that was a great job. I appreciate it.
no, yeah, Sky did a fantastic
That was
job.
spot on. You are absolutely correct. But
She's
go ahead,
wise.
talk to me.
Yeah, you need to listen to her more, yo. She wise though. But all right, let me address the title. Songs for FBA, right? If y'all talking about any type of influencer on media, all of them are slaves. They're owned by either a Jewish or like like a Middle Eastern or somebody of that ilk or whatever. So that's out of the way. So if you thinking that they're gonna help you in the message, nah, it's not gonna happen, right? I'm talking about for the real people. You feel me? I'm not talking about for people that's in organizations that gotta bow down to a certain thing like shit in fraternities and all that stuff. You talking about that? They always gonna sell you out if you're trying to do something real. If you're trying to do something real, right? So out of the way. As far as us working together, it's gonna have to happen, right? I understand with the FBA thing and the reparations and stuff like that, based off of law. You know what I'm saying? Based off of law, you could come into some, technical difficulties. Thank you, Boule. Somebody in the jealous yells in the
For the panel,
comments.
just in case y'all ain't know, this nigga is Haitian, and this is why we ain't cool. Scott, this nigga's a prime example. Is why I don't want to team up with these niggas because when it comes down, because he still don't understand what we're trying to achieve. He think
We don't
reparations.
need understanding. What we need is his resources and what his community has that they can offer us. We don't need him to understand.
Okay, Scott. The problem with his community, this Haitian man right here, is they don't own their goddamn resources. They're getting raped by literally every goddamn European power. So the problem is we need these niggas to go back home and fight for their resources. They ain't got shit.
All right, yeah. Gate closed. Goodbye.
Yeah,
First,
they
first we
Nah,
have to understand
hold on, Theo.
owns.
Yeah,
Okay.
these niggas in Haiti, they ain't got shit. And that's why they over here trying to tell us, well, we ain't finna get. Nigga, you ain't finna get no
Yeah,
reparations.
chill, bro. Damn.
Hey, Peasy, my bad, Peasy. But this nigga,
nah, listen.
he be
Nah,
making me
check me
mad
out.
about this shit. Because, listen, the problem is, I don't know why, but you guys don't want black Americans to get specific benefits. Now, knowing that our specific benefits will
That's
help.
what you're
Hold
saying, man.
on.
Why
Will
are you
help
complaining to other black people when you?
Goddamn. Hold on. We almost done. Now understanding that our specific benefits will help everybody. One thing, there's nothing that black Americans have got that we have not shared with everybody else. Civil rights, we share that with you niggas. DEI, we share that with you niggas and crackers. Welfare check, Section 8, we don't even benefit from that shit. White people ain't you niggas, you other niggas. So I'm not understanding when it comes down to us getting something very specific, it's all these controversies. Well, nigga, I don't know. The civil rights movement helped you niggas out, didn't it? The welfare check helped some of you niggas out, didn't it? The DEI that we fought for helped some of you niggas out, didn't it? But when it comes to us, wanting something specific, now it's all these maybe I don't know about that. You may not get it. How everything else work but that, nigga?
I'm not saying it. The law is, man. That's what you coming at me at. But talk about the law.
Nigga, the law wasn't letting your black Haitian ass in here in the first place. Let me tell you something. The law was only bring white immigrants in. Your black ass was not allowed. You Haitians, Jamaicans, you Africans were not allowed. that was law, nigga.
Stated that
Hold
way.
on, because you're not going to tell me about American law. You're not from here. Your black ass wasn't allowed here. We the ones who stepped for that shit to make it happen. So don't tell us what we can and can't do. We the only niggas doing shit.
What Haiti did for the world, nigga? What you talking about?
Y'all ain't do shit.
Talking
Y'all
about?
ain't do shit. Nigga, on that, listen, I'll take that back. You did something for Haiti and a couple of other little islanders, but for us, you
Whole
didn't do nothing.
Americas, nigga.
Hold on.
You
For us, you didn't do nothing. Hey, y'all, I told y'all, this is why I'm halfway with this nigga. He be pissing me off. Some days he's all right. Some days he's... Hey, look how far they revert back. Talking about some...
You a jit, kid. You a jit.
Brother, Black Americans have did things for you that you're profiting off of right now. You're profiting off the civil rights movement right now. Haiti's liberation, I didn't profit off of that. My people, I don't know not one. I don't know. I don't have...
Everything,
Listen, nigga,
yes.
you got grandparents who will say right now, boy, thank God for them Black Americans and what they did, nigga. I don't got not one Black American relative that's gonna say thank God for Haiti. We say we feel
Killed them.
sorry.
They killed them. Look at the sanctuary.
Nigga, I ain't trying to hear that mumbo jumbo shit, nigga. Hey, Scott, this is the shit I'm talking about.
That's hardcore text. That's hardcore text.
Let O get his point out the way,
Let
Scott.
me out. That's hardcore text. What I'm telling you, they killed them.
Kill who?
They went through this. Your ancestors that can't say anything about Haiti now, bruh. They
Why?
killed them. What you mean? Go look at the book. Look at the book without sanctuary. Listen. Go look at the book without sanctuary. They'll show you. They went through the South, hanging people and taking their lands over here.
In America.
Yeah, and that's your ancestors that know about Haiti.
Brother. So what the fuck that got to do with Haiti?
What the fuck you mean? That's why you don't know. That's why you asking me like that. That's history that you don't know. They killed them, homie.
My bad. Let me get this straight. Nigga. Let me get this straight. So my ancestors was one day screaming, Haiti, and then got hung. No more Haiti. Just like that, nigga.
It's a joke to you.
That's what you're telling me.
It's a joke to you. Those hanging.
What you saying? They was screaming Haiti. Hating that nigga. No more Haiti. Nigga, hold on. This is how uneducated you are. Even the people of our ancestors that they killed and who they unalived, they still pass down history and culture to us, regardless if they got unalived.
They did us
so
the same.
You niggas, we have nothing that attaches us to y'all niggas. So, anyways, nigga, you're gone, nigga. You gone. Get out of here. I'm tired. Hold on, Theo. We got this nigga next. I don't know what his name is, but this is what I'm talking about. Them niggas be pissing me off, and I want y'all to understand. When it came down to me talking about our specific benefits, it was nah, nigga. You guys may not get that because of the law. But when it came to the law saying you black niggas was not allowed in this country, all of a sudden it worked for you niggas. Right. Come on now.
You have to take a page out of the colonizer's book and divide in culture. The conversations that we should be having with other cultures of ethnicities of BLK people should not be about whether or not we get reparations. That's our own fight to fight. We should be having discussions with them about what we can do as a race, as people, to be able to fight against this system.
Hold on, sis. I want to say this point because I keep saying you're right, but the point that you're missing is before you just start letting a whole bunch of people in talking about we all black. First of all, there was at one point in time when we all were black. We still were divided by tribes. We never was just one cohesive group of people. And we're not going to sit here and act like we could win over the minds of all black people. That's not going to happen. Some people are going to be traitors. Some people are going to be raccoons. Some people are going to switch up. It happens all the time throughout history. The importance is finding your tribe of people, the same people who believe in your agenda, not trying to be cahoots with everybody. You know what the Haitians did to win the Haitian Revolution? They cut off the heads of the raccoons first. They didn't look at every Haitian on an island and said, all Haitians must work together. They say, no, before we attack these Europeans, let's go figure out where them niggas at. Oh, them niggas over there? Cut them niggas head off. They like them white boys over there. Cut them niggas head off. And then they went to war. So before we go to war, we have to figure out who's actually with us. Right, so you're right. But before, Sky, we hold hands with all these other niggas, Sky, I want to know who the real niggas is first. Not these hoe ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Keep them hoe ass niggas gone. From the fuck away from me. Anyway.
I agree.
So you're right, but you're right. We understand it's not going to be all of them, and we have to weed them out. That's all I'm saying. And reparations, the conversation of reparations weeds them out. It gives us a nice little, okay, I see where your head at. You're going to only look after yourself. It's not that we don't want to work with these people. It's the fact that they only are here in America for themselves. So if they wanted to work together, we wanted to come together. We had 70 years to do it. It never got done. See what I'm saying? So it's not us who don't want to work with them. They're here for themselves. That's it. All right, brother. 55,000.
Can I say something real quick?
Hold on. We got to order. Hold on. God damn, Theo, you don't like my order, huh? You hate my order. Let's get 55,000 talking. Go ahead, talk to me, brother. What's your name?
Got a couple of points, brother. Just don't mute me, bro. Just hear me out, right?
Yeah, hold on. First, I got to know where you from.
I'm American, but I grew up in Africa, back and forth, back and forth. I got like a couple of African family, you know. But I was born here, actually. I'm in America right now. I'm in Philly.
Okay.
So my thing is for the culture part, right? You gotta understand the reason why our culture is like all around the world and everybody like get a taste of our culture because like,
Nigga, you African, nigga. Don't say R, nigga.
all right, the reason why your culture is like all around the world is like your culture being sold. It's not like they came for it. You and I don't know Scottish culture. We don't know Australian culture, but everybody know black culture because like black musicians and artists be like selling their stuff all around the world, selling their music,
Oh,
selling their
so
outfits
you
and stuff.
think these other groups of people wouldn't want to
Stop
sell their stuff,
interrupting me. Like that's what I'm
to get the
saying. Like
money?
we don't know Australian culture because they're not selling that shit all around. We
Hold
don't
on, brother. Hold on.
we don't
Answer
know
this question.
Taiwan. We
Give
don't
me.
know
Hold on.
Taiwanese culture.
Hold on. This is how I run my panel. I want clarity from you. Do you think that they don't sell it because they don't want other people to have it, or because people don't just want that shit? Which one is it?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. For me, I don't want nobody else.
Nobody wants the shit, nigga. That's why it's not selling.
Well, yeah, all right, but you can
Well,
say
who
that.
the
But
fuck want to buy some
you can get
Australian
mad at
shit?
other people for
Raise your
doing your
hand.
shit
Who
because
wants
you
to
sell
buy
it
some
to them.
Australian shit?
All they
Raise your
got is
hand. Who
us,
wants to
bro.
buy some Chinese shit? Raise your hand.
But you're not gonna blame people for doing your shit after you sell it to them.
Brother,
Huh?
brother,
You're not gonna blame them for
wait,
doing your
wait,
shit
hold on,
after
let
you
me ask you a
sell it to
question,
them.
brother. Who do we sell what to?
Kendrick Lamar right now is on a European tour. So you're gonna blame Europeans for rapping?
He's on a European tour.
Yeah. So you're gonna
And
blame white boys for rapping? White boys buy records.
it's called business. He's contracting. So what?
So are you gonna blame them for trying to rap?
Who?
Are you gonna blame them for trying to rap? The
Who?
white boys, whitey boys.
White T boys for trying to rap. They can rap all they want. That's fine.
All right, so they are not culture vultures, right?
They could be, but what's the point?
How?
What
How
do you
they are
mean?
culture vultures if they buying it?
Oh my God, you nigga, you confusing the fuck out of me. Hold on. So I'm gonna break this
No,
down like this.
I'm just trying to get your point because you gonna say, oh, they're stealing our culture, they were doing this wild culture and stuff,
No,
and
no,
at
no,
the
no,
end of
no,
the day,
no,
you
no,
were
no, no, no,
selling
no,
it.
no, no. Just slow down, slow down. You're tether babbling. You cuckoo bird. Chirp, 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 chirp. I'm about to put a baby bottle in your mouth, nigga. Calm the fuck down.
Stop being emotional and speak like a man, bro. Stop talk like a person, bro.
Hold on, nigga. Before I call the ice cream man to come deport your little
Just stop.
bush meat hyena chasing ass.
I said
Listen, nigga.
before that you can
Listen, nigga. Listen, nigga.
before that you can be
Listen,
serious.
nigga. Listen, before you get dropped. Listen. Our problem is you came to America because your ass was po.
I was
Hold
born here,
on,
bitch.
hold on. Listen, nigga. Your ass was po, nigga.
I was
You
born here,
hold on,
bitch.
hold on. You was out there chasing hyenas for $50
I
a
was born
pop.
here, stupid.
And you got tired of chasing the hyenas, so you wanted to come over here to live a better life, which is fine. But in the midst of you doing that, you try to blend it into our culture, and then you started talking bad about us. That's
Because
what
you
we
are
don't
killing each
want.
other.
And then on top of that, you get into politics. Hold on. You get into, because I'm about to drop you, because I want you to talk,
Because
but
you are
you have to
killing each
wait.
other.
So the problem is this. You get into politics and you go against our agendas. You don't speak for us, even though you profit off of our culture. That is the issue. White boys, we already know they're not going to speak up for us. They're not really blending it, and they don't really. How many white people do you know rapping? Eminem, nigga. That's it. Who else raps? Right. So go ahead, brother.
How am I gonna go ahead and gonna keep interrupting me, brother? Let's have a civilized conversation. I know you don't know that, you know. But let's just have a civilized conversation.
So in order for us to have a civilized conversation, you need to know how this panel works. The
You got
panel
to
works
keep.
like this. I do let you talk, but when I have a question, I stop you. There you go. Yeah, nigga. Goodbye. So look, Sky, that's another example. That nigga didn't want to have a conversation. He wanted to drill in me how he's not taking nothing, nigga. You nigga sold everything, nigga. These are the kind of bitch ass niggas I'm talking about. They hoes. I don't want to work with hoes. I don't want to go to war with hoes. They scary. All I want to do is go to. We're gonna keep moving. Theo, talk to me, brother.
So yeah, I get what you're saying, you know, the FBA thing. I also I understand where Sky's coming from. I believe that the war that is getting ready to take place is going to be us versus the ones who have been controlling our system, meaning entertainment, education, the real ones that control the American government, and that's the fake Jewish people, the fake Jews, Israel.
Okay.
If you look
Never
if
said they weren't a problem.
no, but they're our biggest problem because they also control our money.
Listen, we never at one point said white people were never our problem.
No, but it's that even when it comes to white people, it's really white people. Yes, yes, they have had a bigger foot up in the system, but they're controlled in the system by the same people that we've been controlled by.
White people and Jewish people are the same people. The Jewish people are not even the real Jewish people. They're just white people. That's the game that they play on y'all. They try to act like they're two different entities. They're the same motherfucking entities. That's why they in cahoots with each other. That's why we gave them $300 billion. That's why TikTok got signed on the issue. They're the same motherfucking people. It's just the percentage that
So it's
they're
go
trying to
ahead,
give them the
sorry.
small percentage of it. Hold on, who's feedback is coming from?
Is that mine?
Yeah, but go ahead, continue.
No, so I where Sky was coming from, meaning, you know, at some point it's gonna take more than just us FBAs to go against that system. It's going to take the Haitians, the Africans, the black people in Europe, the black people over in Australia, because they control so much of the world, because their biggest thing was global dominance, which they've been able to achieve a big portion of that through America and the banking system.
Okay. So brother, like once again, I never disproved of Scott, but obviously you guys don't know the concept of going to when you want to do these things that you want to do. You just can't have a house full of niggas. You see what I'm saying? What you're saying is what we need to do, yes. But what we're saying is, remember, we was the first ones to want these other groups of blacks here because we were being heavily discriminated against. Segregation, the burning of Black Wall Street. So in the 1960s, who was the ones fighting for these immigrants to come in the first place? So the first ones who understood what y'all talking about right now, which is unity against white people, was us. We understood that. So you're preaching to us or me as if we didn't start off with that strategy first. What do you do when some shit's not working? Theo?
No, true. I hear what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. They own the systems. Like, yeah, so where there's a lot of us that like where, like you said, we try to bring each other together, where we try to have unity with the white people, they control the media as well. So they start projecting shit like, oh, don't, bad shit about black people, stuff like that. It's all it's their systems that they set up.
Okay, Theo, I'm going to say this part. Theo, it's been 70, 80 years since they've been here. They know who the fuck we is and what the fuck our culture is. They refuse to acknowledge it. Have you not been watching my panel? Every African, Haitian I had on here had their own rhetorics, and when we try to talk to them, it's they either run away and leave because they don't want to hear the truth, or they act like, no nigga, Black American ain't no. They don't want to change. And let me get this point. If they had an ounce of coming together, they would have did it on their island and they would have did it on their country. Don't start seeing them coming here and looking at them like, oh, we all. Nah, nigga, look at their past. If you had any ounce of coming together and fight, you would have been did it for your own island. Don't expect people who don't do shit for themselves to do shit for you.
Facts. No, that I hear what you're
Because
saying.
you're not wrong. You're right. Y'all are right. You and Sky are absolutely right. But the point is, you're talking to us as if we control what they do. You guys need to go to their panel You can either go to their African panel.
Really
And
quick, I'm not a Pan African at all. I did see that in the comments. I'm 100% Indigenous American. I do not claim to be of any African descent at all. I know my genealogy, not my ancestry. And when I trace my genealogy, it stops here in America.
hold
Thank
on,
you.
y'all. Listen, both Sky and Theo are both FBAs, and Theo is Black Indigenous, like Sky is Black Indigenous, like I'm Black Indigenous. What they're speaking on is a higher level of working together, which everybody should be trying to obtain. And what I'm trying to tell them is, you don't need to be talking to me. Talk to them niggas. Go on their
Facts,
channels.
facts.
Don't talk to
Hey,
me.
can I say something real quick?
Shit, I'm with y'all. But them niggas don't got an ounce of fight. They have showed they don't got an ounce of fight with how they treat their own country in their own island. They ain't got shit to do with me.
The colonizer took over their minds. I want to know what they put into their minds to get them to be taken over.
Hey, what, listen.
Because we need more.
Hold on, Scott. Listen, Scott. That's not my problem. A nigga whooped your ass so good that you done lost train of thought. Nigga, that's on you. Go get some counseling, healing. Go put some ice pack on your head. Go do something, nigga. That is not my fault that they whooped your ass so bad. Get back, nigga. Get back in the fight.
Can we use those tactics?
How we can manipulate them? I don't know. Listen. I don't know what them white boys did to them boys to make them just want to trade up on everybody. But they did a number on them. Anyways, let's get some other people going. My messy perfect life. Talk to you, man. How you doing?
Hey y'all, I've been enjoying the conversation. I just wanted to jump in there because I also think I've been thinking about this delineation because we need to delineate. I'm Black American as well. I've been thinking about how we do it because I do think we waste a lot of time because it's already been very, very well verbalized that of why we need to delineate. But I do want to say on two things, y'all need to think about it, that I don't think we'll ever be able to come together. And I know that's strong, but I've been thinking about it. I'll tell you why.
Hey, Auntie, don't bring it to them like that. You know, they like you saying that. You know
I know. I'll tell you why, though. I'm going to defend it. It's because they have the YT oppressor mindset, and that is two things. They show up to take, so the YT oppressor shows up to take and to steal, but they don't stop there. They devalue and humiliate at the same time. You got to look at, this is what we're dealing with. People that come up, show up to take when they say, hey, I'm going for opportunity, that is taking, and then they devalue. When you hear them say, hey, you're not educated or you don't have culture, that is devaluing. That is the strands through and through of YT supremacy, and they have that mindset. Another thing is that, and I just want to mention this before I